up, you guys? It's Danny Williams.
And Lucas Tyndale.
Lily Price.
And we are back with another episode of Lucas Live News. And we are so excited because as you guys see, we got our girl Jessica Danielle coming here shortly. She'll be on at 8:30 today. So make sure you guys stay tuned, stay locked in. And be looking out for that fun conversation that we're getting ready to have with Miss Jessica Danielle from Jessica Danielle Nails.
We're going to talk nails. We're going to talk boss moves, entrepreneurship, and she's going to play a game with us live that's outside the box. We're going to have a lot of fun today. You guys are going to see a lot of cool, interesting things that we haven't done before. This is all about you guys. If you're watching this live or by replay, stay with us. Don't go anywhere. And if you're watching this replay, don't be fast forwarding to the 8:30 to the 30-minute mark. Y'all stay right here because you don't want to miss the rest of the conversation. Join in and have fun with us this morning. I'm excited. How you feeling, Lily?
I'm a little nervous about her coming.
Because
Why?
she's such a star?
Because I gotta hide my nails.
Oh, your nails busted up?
She's either going to
Talk bad about you?
talk bad about me,
She doesn't do
she's
that.
going to give me some nail therapy.
I like that. That's what you
nail
need.
therapy.
Nail
I need
therapy.
some nail therapy. Y'all
I
don't even want to see
really,
my
as
nails.
Me
a
too.
40, I'm
You got nice
confident.
nails for a guy.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome. You know,
I'll clean them a little
I
bit.
know. Look,
but
I keep
my nails do grow nice, but I need to clean them up a little
See,
bit.
I
that's
know. I
what
need like a little
I
manicure,
Thank
a
you.
little shape up, a little
manicure,
something.
but my nails do
40+
grow. Thank you.
Year-old woman.
Yes.
I've struggled with hair and nails. Like
Really?
I'm such a laid back
Interesting.
person. Like I just I'll throw it in a ponytail. As you
Yep.
can see, I don't really paint my nails. I don't really go get my nails done. I've
Same.
always been like a
Interesting.
natural
Same.
type person.
Same.
But then when I see other people with their beautiful hair, and
Yes.
wigs and
Yep.
lashes,
Same.
and nails, I'm like,
I want
wow,
that.
I want that.
I want all
And then
that.
every
But
time
then I don't
I
want to do the
try
work.
it,
I don't want to do the work. I don't want to do
I
the
don't want to do
upkeep.
the work right.
I don't want to do that. And I know, like, for me, like, I just, like, you know, I'm more of, like, a natural girly. So,
Yeah.
like, the acrylic nails and all that, I feel like it was, like, real. It wasn't for me.
Yeah.
But I do, like, doing, like, the gel on my toes and stuff. My sisters got me hip
Now,
to
I
that.
do the gel on the toes.
I
Now,
like
them
that.
toes better be under control per
Yeah.
my husband.
Is it okay for?
Yeah,
What
right.
do you say? What do you say?
Said per my husband, the toes better be under control.
I like that. Okay, I like that. Good call, my
Yes,
man.
yes.
I like a good pedicure myself.
Yeah,
Is it wrong for
man.
men to go get pedicures?
No, I think men should get pedicures.
I'm still mad at my
No,
wife for
I
not.
don't-
She's,
No, honestly, like, I think. Okay. No, I have a lot of judgy thoughts.
Okay, you have to
sometimes.
tell me that. But anyway, so listen, I love to go to the spa at Gervasi. Shout out to them. We actually are going to go get a tour there. I got to reach out to my girl, the head of marketing, who said she's going to bring us in as Lucas Live Media crew to go get a full tour of Gervasi and all their buildings and all their land. And we're going to bring that to you guys soon. So I'm going to reach out to her. I'm glad we remembered that. But I love going to the spa at Gervasi. And it's something I did a couple years ago for the first time. And now I just love it, and I need to go back soon because I love it.
That
Now it
sounds
was
fun.
awkward at first, the first time.
Yeah, I'm
Because I'm
sure.
sitting there
Letting
with my
somebody rub your
wife,
toes. You
and this
feel
lady
feet
all
probably
rubbing
all
up on
crusty
me.
and
No,
stuff,
they
so
was
you like,
already
wow,
smooth because
you
I keep
know,
them
she
smooth.
getting all that.
But she
said
was
it was already
taking care of me. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, babe, I'm sorry, this lady is loving up on me, like, you know. But I'm like, they did this for Jesus, so, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is how they did it in the
I'm
Bible.
done.
That's what I
cannot.
thought it was biblical.
I cannot. It was.
It was biblical love.
It's a vineyard.
It's nice.
It's a wine vineyard.
I've never been
It
to
is.
like
You
the
get
spa
wine,
part of it.
and you get the
Yes.
strawberries. They
Yeah,
treat
I've
you
only
good
done
in
like
there.
wine tastings at Gervasi. I've never gone.
Oh, yeah,
I've
to
never
the
even
spa?
seen where you can like stay the night at.
Oh,
my
yeah,
God.
they got the
Yeah,
villas and
yeah,
whatnot.
so
you
Oh,
guys
you did that
are-
recently.
Yeah,
Tell us
oh,
about
yeah.
it.
Listen, why are you having someone else give you a tour when I have a whole
Oh.
tour on my IG and my
Do you?
Yes,
I didn't even know
on my
that. I
IG.
didn't
No.
see that.
Good
I
morning,
will
Mom.
say this:
Good morning.
if you are a local person and you want a staycation,
Yes.
go there.
Ooh,
wonderful.
okay.
It's wonderful because you can eat, you can drink. Like, my husband's a big bourbon person, and they have a new bourbon there. So we were there actually for their launch of their new bourbon. Don't get me started.
It was for your anniversary?
It was for our
Recently?
anniversary.
That was
but
wonderful.
we couldn't stay away. We went like twice for our anniversary.
Oh, did you? I was there
Like,
every
we went,
every
and
day.
It was like, oh,
They
we're
were
gonna go
back.
back.
Okay, so
Shout out to Gervasi Vineyard here in
Yeah,
Canton,
shout out to
Ohio. If you're
Gervasi.
watching this from anywhere around the country, around the world, check out Gervasi Vineyard here in Canton, Ohio.
Okay.
Check that out.
So today we have a really fun show planned.
We
We
do.
got some games happening. We have Jessica Danielle. We got some updates.
We gotta share the broadcast,
Yeah, we
share
gotta
the
share the
broadcast.
broadcast. We got
Yeah.
some
I shared it,
updates
I shared it.
in the
Okay.
city. Some fun things happening again this weekend. Something what yearly, something yearly that happens every year. The classic man's coming
Yeah.
up. So some fun things that are happening. But the topic,
Never going to that show.
huh?
I always want to
You
go.
want to come with us?
We want to come?
We got a team.
I would love to come.
Let's go. It's on
Alright.
Sunday.
Is this Sunday?
Yes.
She always got something to do.
Wait. I'm not saying
Lily
that
has been got something to do is doingest person I ever met.
AAU.
Every week it is
Oh,
AAU.
girl, I know. Yeah,
You raising little
think I missed it.
NBA
Listen,
stars.
he's going to be a star.
I know.
You're going to be a star.
She's investing in her
Well, I
little
just told him
star.
this morning, I'm like, you're going to be a millionaire because you know how to get out of stuff. So if you know how to get out of stuff, know how to get into that $1 million.
Okay, if you got to get out, know how to get in, my brother.
Today we're talking and we're asking, is it growth or gentrification? But when you think of like gentrification, you probably think of like
that's a big word.
It is.
We're talking about is okay. You got to help because me and you were talking about this yesterday and earlier. Is something growth or is it gentrification?
Yeah.
Is a heavy topic or big word. And we're gonna have fun with this and talk about the deep and the fun.
Yep.
But gentrification. Tell us what gentrification even is.
Well, gentrification is it sometimes happens when people come into home
Communities.
Yes. And they start to change things for people with more money moving in, right? So they build stores and they fix up the buildings and make everything kind of nicer. But then the problem is like we're making things nicer, so it costs more. So you're pushing people that they can't afford that kind of out.
And that's tricky.
Right.
Now we're talking about this not from a housing perspective though.
Right. So today we're not talking about it from a housing perspective, but it does tie in with housing perspective later on in the show because during our Mayor's Corner, they are talking about fair housing.
Yes.
Some things they're doing for veteran homeowners and residents in the county. So it kind of just tied in. So I wanted to have a conversation just about, us as people and then tie it into that too.
Yeah.
So when I talk about gentrification, I'm asking from this standpoint, like, are we improving things for everybody or are we making it so only certain people can enjoy it, right? So, like, are we pushing people out?
That's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
Because, and I guess this isn't my answer, but just to kind of continue to frame the context of this conversation. And we're also talking about, we're talking about in our lives? Too?
Yeah, so I got a question,
okay,
right? I have a question. And my question is, when you level up, guys, I have a question.
I have a question, right? I have a question.
When you level up, are you building something new or are you leaving something behind? So when we think about that, right, like I feel like sometimes I was reading something and it said, are we changing? I'm sorry, guys. Hold on. Jessica just texted me. She's outside.
Our guest of honor is here.
She just said I don't want to leave her hanging.
Right.
She asked where she come in at. If you can take my phone.
She might be in the front of the bag. We don't know. We'll figure it out. All right.
But a lot of the times we start to do better, get better jobs, maybe get a better car, a better house. And some people might think that we doing too much or we changing or we whatever. But what's growth if we're staying in the same place? What's growth if we decide to go and keep getting the used car?
Now.
What's growth if we decide to own instead of rent? What's growth if we decide to better neighborhood instead of, you know what I mean? So
is it that we change or is it that other people change? With us, their perspective and how they perceive who we are. Do they think that we change, so then now they change? Because I've experienced that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, you think you da-da-da-da. I'm like, what do you mean I think because I'm saved?
Right.
Oh, you
know what I mean? Like, when I stopped living a certain way and chose to live more for Christ. I try to watch how I say that because, you know what I'm saying, we sin daily. But my goal is to live for Christ. Yeah. So when I stopped living a certain way, it was like, oh, you think you better. No, I don't really think I'm better. I just want you to join the party. Right. I just don't do that anymore. And I think that's okay. I'll still talk to you. I can still speak to you and, you know what I mean, acknowledge you. I'm just not going to hang out with you. Yeah. And that doesn't mean that I feel like I'm better than you. I'm just waiting on you to, you know what I mean, jump on the same plane that I'm on.
I agree 100% because there are just, we level up as people, right? We start to have different conversations. We want to have different conversations. And I see all the time, like, women talking about, I'd rather be in a room with women that are doing better than me or with women that are successful because that's the level that I'm trying to reach too.
Yes.
So if I continue to hang out in the same spaces with the same people doing the same stuff and they're not bettering themselves, then how does that can't make me bad. That can't make me wrong. True. You got to get out of that same environment to grow. And anybody that feels like they're stuck or they can't leave they people behind. Like, you're gonna stay behind with them if that's your mindset. Like, and it's not about being better than somebody. It's about wanting better for yourself. Like,
I think everybody has different goals. I think you're bringing up a good point. It's like wanting better. Like, some people want to live the way that they live, and that's okay.
That's fine. That's fine.
But if I choose to live a different way, that's okay.
That's
too.
okay too.
Just don't categorize me in this place of like, well, you think that you're better now. No, I don't think that I'm better. I'm just, this is how I'm living, and that's how you're living.
I feel like it's projection sometimes, you know. I feel like people, you know, I always feel like people like react out of the reality that they're in. Right?
Say that again?
They react out of the reality that they're already
write that
in.
down.
Okay? So a lot of times you hear people say, like, it ain't about you, it's them.
Right.
It's not don't take that, it's not a you thing, it's a them thing.
Right.
And it wasn't until I got
about
older
this
that I realized what that meant. Right? Because my reality, let's say, I don't know, something absurd. I hate the color pink, right? So everybody that wears pink is whack. They're lame. They ain't got no taste. They ain't got no style.
That has nothing to do with them.
That got
That's
nothing to do with the color pink, the
Right.
person wearing the pink. It's just my opinion, my perspective, my reality of what I think about pink. So, and that goes with anything. So
I agree. I think it's funny because it is easy to be judgy of other people as they are leveling up. It's funny because I always say it comes from the culture of poverty. There's like studies that are done. In the culture of poverty, you think when someone else gets it, they have to share it with you. Because we believe in giving back. We believe in giving back, and I'm a giver, but we believe in giving back instead of investing forward. And we don't think about paying forward to future generations. We don't think about investing in more real estate and more businesses and more stuff. So if we, instead of giving back so fast to the people who ain't gonna do nothing with it, we invested forward either to our future generations, as in giving them job opportunities, to our children and young people, investing in more real estate properties, businesses, so that future generations would have something to carry on in our communities. We're so quick to give back to the person who's still gonna be there begging for something next week. That's what messes us up. So then we feel bad because we come from a culture like that, and maybe somebody helped us. So I'm a big person on, like I always say, I'm gonna be a philanthropist, right? Like, my thing is that I want to give, but I pray every day. I was talking to God today. I was like, I want to make sure that you are the key investor. Like, God, you have to be the one. I just want to be the bank that you put the money in, and then you have to be the one guiding the investment. I am the manager. I'm the hedge fund manager. Like, I'm just managing God's funds. Like, that's what God has called me to do. So he gets to tell me where to give it, but that doesn't mean he's always going to tell me to always give it back. Sometimes he's going to say, go buy that land, go buy that thing, go invest in that thing. And people aren't always going to like it. And it's funny when you talk about like communities and gentrification, because in reality, when people don't invest, like we're going to talk about the mayor's corner in our city, if our cities do not invest in our communities, we're mad at them. You're not fixing our streets. You're not investing in our sidewalks. You're not putting any new businesses. It's a food desert. There's no good grocery stores. And so then when they do come in, though, there is the possibility of gentrification. So I don't know where that line is, right? Because once you start putting in nicer stores, nicer housing, you start improving it, then the cost of living goes up. And then the people who are living there can't live there anymore, and they start getting pushed out. Like, what do we do? I don't know what the solution is. I'm not an expert in that area, but it's tricky. So when it comes to our personal growth,
balance to everything.
That's a tricky thing too.
That was me.
That was all of us.
That
was all of us. It's okay. We were all talking at once.
No, I think there's a balance to everything. I mean, like right now, we see that on the southeast side of our city, where they've redone like apartments and things like that on the southeast. I mean, so it's the idea of, are you going to join or not join? Are you going to look at opening a business in the area? Right. Or are you going to just live there? You know what I mean? So it's just about opportunity and looking at things a different way. I mean, you see that in Atlanta. They're going through that in Atlanta, bigger cities like Charlotte, Atlanta. They're just kind of like pushing people out and pushing people out. But are there opportunities where folks can come in and say like, hey, I want to open a nail shop. You know what I mean?
You're right.
You have these talents, and I want to be a part of what's happening in this community. It's happening in Compton.
You're right.
I mean, there's just certain areas that used to be a certain way, but I don't think there's not an opportunity for us to be a part of it. I think it goes back to when me and Danny were having this conversation. This was been some weeks back about the fear of stepping out.
Right.
and doing something totally different
Yeah.
and being like, okay, I'm gonna actually step out. I'm gonna actually do
Start my
this and do
business and do my
start my
thing.
business and
Yeah.
make some t-shirts, do some nails, like do hair, like
Right.
whatever it is that you're great at. Go on Alibaba
Video
and buy some
production,
stuff
video
and
editing,
sell it.
podcast,
Like,
daycares. You know
whatever
what I'm
it
saying? We
is,
all
yeah.
got,
I mean, whatever it is that you're really great at,
Yeah.
you try it and see where it fits
I
in.
agree. And there is some gentrification that is intentional. So let's speak to the fact that there are people who come into communities to drive people out, to drive minorities out, people of color out. They're like, that is a nice piece of land. It's
get 'em
very
outta
cheap.
here.
Let's buy all the houses. Let's buy all the land. Let's build it up real nice. Let's be discriminatory in our housing practices, and let's intentionally get these people out. And all of a sudden, this is a whole new place, and we're doing it. Like I was in New York near the in Brooklyn. And like where the Brooklyn Zoo is, it's crazy where the Brooklyn Zoo is because you be in the projects looking out of the project window and see a giraffe.
Man.
Because it literally,
Wow.
like it's like that.
Isn't
Like
that how I think it's either Cincinnati or Akron. I think it was a
the Akron
Cincinnati.
Zoo, the Akron Zoo is kind of in the hood. The Akron Zoo is on the west side.
The
Yeah.
Zoo was in the hood too. I said
Yeah, the Akron Zoo is in the hood.
yeah,
Pretty,
yeah.
but yeah, like literally, you're in these high-rise project apartments, and you like the Brooklyn Zoo is like right there, but they're gentrifying it, so it's like getting nicer around there. Is it bad that it's getting nicer around the area where the zoo is? I don't think so. It looks nicer,
Right.
but if it's an intentional thing to drive out these people who have lived there their whole lives, and New York is such a diverse place
Yeah.
and so much culture. I love New York for that. So if they're going to drive all those people out, and the cost of living in New York is crazy, crazy, crazy already,
Yeah.
that's a bit of a problem.
I
Yeah.
don't know. It's like just like when the mayor was on, he talked about the different things that they plan. Look, that we plan
Yes,
they plan
we
on
plan
doing for
as a
the
city.
city. I think sometimes we have to look. Like when
Yep.
you're looking in certain cities and certain areas and communities, there are grants and opportunities for
There
you
are.
to open up businesses, for you to buy homes, for you to,
Yep.
and even the people that have lived there for 30 years have no idea.
Well, that's
Yep.
okay,
They
because
have
here we're
no
going to
idea.
fix
We gonna
that.
let
That
y'all
is
know
why.
what's going on.
That is why we do the Mayor's Corner. That's why we work with some of the companies that we do, the business that we do, because we want to just connect. Like, I just want to use this platform to connect the people to the city. It's crazy
Absolutely.
to make it say that, but it's like
That's real.
Yeah.
our people aren't connected to what we're doing at higher levels in the city, and sometimes it's the people at the top that isn't doing a good job at communicating that. So now we got Christian Turner.
Shout out to the
doing
communications
her
director
thing.
for the city of
doing her
Canton.
thing, keeping us connected,
Right.
doing
She
things
is.
like partnering with us so that they can continue to connect with the people and let everybody know what's going on, because there's things like that, housing and grants and things that we've learned in the past
Right.
2 months,
Yeah.
For sure.
that the city offers. So it's great to have
Right.
things like that.
Yes.
Just like
Shout out to our
Mayor
people in the
in the chat.
chat.
Miss Jacqueline says she is on the beach in a hut in Aruba.
Let's go.
Like,
Still tuned in. Let's go,
man,
Miss Jackie Scott.
That sounds so nice, especially after the conversations we've been having this week. Like,
Man.
we just need to live off.
I
grid
know,
and
off
be
the
somewhere.
grid. Shout out to her. What's up, Lori? What's up? Blackout Meals gonna come drop a bomb on us soon.
JD Nails are bomb.
JD Nails are bomb from Blackout Meals. Check them out. Jackie Kareem Marie, what's up? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Thank you for
Good
being here.
morning.
The viral bookmark. If you haven't gotten that yet, get you 10 of those
Yeah,
today.
yeah.
Buy
Kelly
those,
Carroll,
get your
good
10.
morning,
Get
girl.
your 10.
How
That's what I'm
are
talking
you?
about.
So before
What's
we
up?
get
What's up, Kelly?
into our segment, Community Spotlight, we're gonna play a game. So this game is gonna pop up throughout the show, and it's called Pack It or Pass It. So I thought of this game because we are talking about growth, right? So what are some things that you're gonna keep with you or pack it away and not do anymore? Okay. So I got some ideas up
pack
here
it
that
or
we can
pass
like
it.
kind of play off.
So,
of.
so again, help us understand. Pack
Pack
it is
pack
take it with you
take it
in the
with
future.
you, or are we passing it? I'm sorry, I said that
Yeah,
wrong.
you did say it
First
backwards.
time.
I was
I'm
confused.
sorry,
I
I'm
was a little
sorry.
confused.
Pack it and keep it with you, or pass it. We ain't doing it no more.
Okay.
Okay. Growth era edition.
Okay,
So,
and we're gonna play this a couple times throughout the
Yeah,
show.
so-
We're gonna play this with Jessica in
Yep,
a little bit. We're gonna
yep.
play this again at the end of the show.
Yes.
So y'all get warmed up to this, okay?
yes, so
Because we're gonna
there's
play this
different-
throughout the
There's
show.
gonna be different categories, right? So this is lifestyle and comfort zones, and I got some different categories. So we're kind of just gonna get surprised
Yes. Okay.
when they come up. Okay?
And you can't pass everything.
We can't pass
You
everything.
cannot. You gotta pack some
You
stuff,
gotta pack
everybody.
some
It's not
stuff,
fair
but
to
you
just.
gotta be intentional. Now some of these are like
You got that? You
some
can't
of
be
these
like,
are
pass,
like,
pass,
wait a second,
Well,
we
yeah,
passing that
I
up.
have a problem getting rid of things. So.
I know.
Ooh, okay,
You-
no,
I don't
no.
know that, but when you read
Wait a
these.
minute, hold up. You just said,
I know.
Hold up, wait a
No, I don't.
second.
I
They gonna be like
I
that.
don't
They
know
gonna be
that.
like
I don't
that.
know that. I just know when I
It's
read
gonna
these.
be- Let's get to the first one. So lifestyle or comfort zone. So buying stuff to feel better about y'all life. So are y'all past that?
I'm keeping that.
I'm keeping that too.
I felt so
I'm
good
keeping
about
that.
myself
I'm
yesterday.
keeping that.
while I
I'm
was
taking
shopping.
that. I'm
was
taking
great.
that. I like that
On
one.
a rainy day, I might go buy some perfume.
But come on, man. I'm buying something.
Listen, so me and my daughter kind of hung out a little bit yesterday. She was like, "Mom, I had a great time." I'm really teaching bad behavior because she's fine. And we're shopping.
She gonna be at Ulta
She's
like my daughter.
She's like,
My
"Mom, I
daughter.
just had a great time with you." I'm like, "I had a great time too." We were shopping. But I woke up this morning, I saw the rain, I was like, I'm going to Home Depot. I'm getting some flowers. I already knew. I was like, this is what I'm doing. Because tomorrow's supposed to be nice. Like,
Retail
yeah,
therapy.
we're going to continue the therapy shopping.
As you can afford it. Now, the worst thing is that buyer's regret, right? Now, when you do it and you ain't got it and you charging your card and you're going crazy, and then the next day the sun is out and you broke and the flowers is all you got.
I ain't got a problem taking nothing back.
Okay. I'm taking these flowers back.
Like, you're like, you know what? Treat yourself. And you're like, I treated myself a little too much.
Right.
A little too much, yes.
Lord,
I just had to get out my spirit.
Y'all tell us in the comments, what are you guys going to do when it comes to buying stuff to feel better about your life? Some of y'all got to say pass it. It's fine. Pack it or pass it. Kelly, Kareen, Lori, everybody in the comments, people were popping in. And share this broadcast. If you're not yet shared this broadcast on your social media, please share. If you're watching on YouTube, you can hit the share button. Send it to your family group chat or something. Say, join this conversation. We're having a great conversation over here on Lucas Live News. Jessica Danielle is going to join the show in just a minute. We're going to be talking about a lot of great stuff. And we got a great show coming up. We're going to be playing this game several times. So pack it or pass it. That first one is good, though. Buying stuff. I mean, when we were talking about some of these questions, I thought a lot of these were things that everybody was going to say pass.
Yeah.
And then this first one you brought up, as you said it, I'm like, I'm not saying I want to be crazy, and I don't buy I'm not an excessive buyer. Like I'm not really like that. I don't need a lot. But sometimes it do feel nice to get that new thing and be like, man, I'm glad I got that.
Man.
When I got them TVs on the wall, I felt good.
I know you did. And then when they put them all together.
They put them all together just like I had dreamed. I mean, that's a business expense. That's a write-off, but that was my vision. That's why we moved in here.
There you go.
The only reason we moved into this space, because I saw the TV wall before I ever thought about space. I just needed space for the TVs. That's all it was. So
listen.
here we are.
All right.
Here we are.
So the next one is now some of these are going to be like some past.
Yeah, they're going to, of course.
Okay, so the next one is staying in a city, job, or neighborhood out of guilt. So have you ever stayed in a job or are you staying in a job because you're like, man, I can't leave these people?
Yeah.
Or stayed in a city because you're like, I grew up here. It's my people. I can't move out the hood. Can't move out the.
They're gonna think I'm changing up. I'm move out of here. Or
They're gonna think I'm different.
I'm different. Yeah. So what y'all doing? Are y'all packing that? Or y'all passing that?
What you doing, Danny? Because I feel like you're all about okay.
I'm up out of
here. No, but
No,
Danny.
I did feel bad.
You felt bad. Danny, you left your job recently.
I felt bad. I did feel bad.
And you struggled. No, because you loved them. They were good to you. You weren't leaving for any ill reason.
And it wasn't because I thought I was better. I was just trying to do something different.
She was gone.
I'm up out of here because, baby,
I know that's right.
Give me 1 second. Release.
I don't like to hear that y'all was ready to leave.
Well, can I?
This is not okay. Oh, okay.
Let me explain
Whatever.
I've been in a place of guilt.
Good.
Like I've been in a place of guilt. I stayed at a low paying job. Well, and there was many reasons. Like it was convenient. I was a single mom. Like I was able to do certain things. But then also I felt like I was part of the team. Yeah. But I'm telling you, once they switched up on me,
you was
out.
Yeah, that's all you had to do. One thing. I was hanging on.
You was waiting, right? I'm hanging on by that thread anyway. Hanging on by some love.
Don't switch up on me because I leave. You know what I mean? Right. But then on the other hand, like especially when it comes to like the community, I love Canton. I do. Yeah. I do.
You're still in the city.
I will leave.
You will?
If the Lord calls me to go.
I think about you.
But I tried to.
Okay.
My brother left. My sister left. They lived in Charlotte.
Oh, they moved on.
So my brother left first, and he moved down to Charlotte. And then my sister, she got engaged, and she was like, I just don't want to live in Canada. I just want to be out, And her and her fiance were trying to. And I was like, why don't you just move to Charlotte? Your brother's died. And that's exactly where she went. They ended up going there, and they both lived down there. And I was like the only one here. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I miss my brother and my sister, and I had stuff going on. And I would try to apply for these jobs. Now, mind you, when my brother moved to Charlotte, he had 3 jobs before he left.
Wow, opportunities to go down and just get right into them.
Before he left. And I'm applying, I couldn't get anything. Nobody would call me. It was like the Lord was like, no.
Because your man was here, your husband was here.
Well,
you didn't know that.
But we both talked about leaving.
All right.
If the opportunity came, we would absolutely leave because I know that God has a purpose for all. You know,
Let me write
you
this
can't
down.
always stay.
Lily might be gone.
I'm done
any
with
day.
Lucas. You can't
All
always
right,
stay
Jessica
somewhere.
Danielle gonna be on
You
today.
can't
This is her
always stay
audition.
somewhere. You know
We
what
might
I
need
mean?
her back
But
every
you know,
week.
I mean, seriously, you
Lily's
can't.
leaving.
There are times where you have to leave, you know, and you have to do so, and then you come back. So now, like right now, my brother is still in Charlotte, but my sister and her husband moved back, and they lived down there for years. But something drew them back here. So you never know. Like it could just be just for that moment or whatever that opportunity is. But I think you always have to keep just an open heart to move on, and you can't really like hold on to like, okay, well, I want to help the city. You can still help the city from where you at.
Right. Yeah.
People that I went to church with paid tithes to the church and lived in the
Okay.
whole
Wow.
Okay. I'm gonna be
Yeah, I mean,
streaming
you can
live
still
from
help.
Belize. Okay. I'm gonna be like, hey
There you
guys,
go.
this is
Nah, I
Danny.
know. That's for real.
It's your host Danny. I'm in Belize.
I'm in
That's
Belize.
real. That's
paying
real.
tithes.
Right.
Hey,
Paying my time. Nonetheless, favorite
Y'all
times to
get
Lucas Live.
The check clear.
Right.
I know, right?
Okay,
Okay,
just
okay,
making
y'all
sure.
good. I'm still giving back to
Just
my
making
community.
sure. All right,
Right.
let's ask one more question, and then we're gonna get to community spotlight before you bring our guest on, because we have just been talking and talking and talking.
Yeah,
haven't
this
we?
is good stuff.
That's
Good
me.
stuff.
I'm
All
over
right,
here talking.
I'm gonna ask the last one. Thinking you gotta have it all figured out to start. You keeping that or you passing up on it?
What is that?
The last one.
Thinking you
I'll
got
skip to the last one.
Thinking you have to have it all figured out. That's never been me.
start.
I've never done that.
I'm not like that at all.
I was thinking the other day.
You see me up in here?
Somebody had said something. You know how people say, like,
I almost said the wrong
just
thing.
start. Don't. You said what?
She said she almost said the wrong thing. I don't know what she's about to say. We're gonna make her say it now.
People said like just start, like just do it. You don't gotta if y'all don't move your feet, you're gonna lose your seat. What they say to little kids,
Yeah,
move your feet,
you
you
lose
lose
your
your
seat.
seat. Okay,
Yeah.
I feel like you don't gotta have it all figured out. You do need to be prepared in some level, right? You gotta know what you're stepping into, right? But I think you don't have to have it all figured out. So I'm packing that. I'm keeping that with me because, I mean, sometimes you can. Why everybody passing?
Y'all passing? That's cool.
Y'all, I mean, that's
so
fine,
Tiff
but-
says she's passing. She's not. So that means if you think you got to have it all figured out and you pass it, that means you're saying you
I
want to
gotta
have
have
it
it all
figured out
figured
before
out.
you, which
And
is
that's
fine.
fine.
That's fair.
That's fine.
Some people, it's much more secure to have it figured out, and you need people like that on your team. You need people who are like, no, I'm gonna figure
I'm
this
figuring
junk
this out
out before
before-
we
yeah,
go.
y'all can have the-
because it's funny. Think about Tiff, right? Before we go somewhere, who's packing the stuff though? Who's making sure we got what we need? And when Tiff's not there, we get there and we be like, ain't no cord to the
for real,
thing,
'cause
and where
me
is the
Lucas
thing?
would just be dreaming like, oh, we could do this.
going, we
could
about to
do
do
that, and we could do this,
everything.
and Tiff be like,
What about
where's
the
your
stuff?
plan?
What's
Do you got
gonna
a plan?
actually happen when we
Like,
get there?
okay. How's
Like
the
we be like, we about to jump off this
And
plane,
me-
and Tiff be like, y'all got parachutes? We be like, I don't need a parachute. She be like, y'all better get this
Yeah,
parachute.
y'all could have died. Like,
Oh,
no,
that
we
sounds
not. We
like-
got
yeah.
God. Like,
Yeah, I know. Guy gonna carry me. But
That
for
is
me,
the truth.
I think about this. I'm very much a build the plane while I'm flying person.
Yes.
Because I'm a problem solver, so I know I can solve any problem.
Yeah.
I was telling my daughter this the other day because I was really good at math, but I always joked that I started to dislike math because as soon as we got to stuff that we were never going to use, I used to be like, you're never going to need this. I'm never going to need an imaginary number. That's
Right.
dumb.
Yeah.
I'm never going to need this geometry unless I'm an architect. That's dumb. Pythagorean theorem, I'm not going to need. So I've always thought that. But I was watching a reel the other day and they were saying, well, the point is, and I did know this, is to train your brain to problem solve. So because I was good at math, I'm really good at solving problems. So I always tell you guys about our team about troubleshooting. When something goes wrong on the show, I'm like, think through the possible solutions. It's an
Yeah.
equation. There's something on the other side of that equal sign that ain't adding up.
Yeah.
So what is the problem? So, when we started Footage Fusion, y'all was looking at me like, bruh, we about to start collecting people's money. What's the plan? Remember?
I
I was like,
scared.
it's gonna work. It's gonna work.
I
I was like,
scared. Like,
Yeah.
bro.
I was like, trust me, it's gonna work. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it.
Last night you said something to your son. You guys were just having a conversation that I heard you, and it was something about working out, and you told him like he was celebrating that he had
He's
went
been
and
really
worked
disciplined.
out.
Yeah,
and,
he's been
you know,
doing really
and
good.
And you correlated that with just life. You said the more you push yourself, to go to the gym. He said, I've been going, I'm excited. He's like, great, that's discipline,
Yeah.
and that's going to help you with all other areas of your life.
Yeah.
And I was like, I gotta get to the gym.
I said discipline in one
area.
area leads to discipline in other areas, and so does excusing ourselves in
Yeah.
one area leads to excusing ourselves. We're like, and it's just true of all of us. Like, and we all have had these points even in a year where you're like really disciplined, say with eating, and you're like
Yeah.
disciplined, and then you're disciplined with other stuff. You wake up early, you do other stuff, but then when you're not, you also let yourself go on all these other things. You're watching TV too much. You're doing all these other bad habits. But whenever you get disciplined in something, discipline breeds discipline. So that's what I was saying to him, son, pay attention. Because he's like talking about his life, his finances, all this other stuff that he's tightening up. I'm like, that's because you're teaching yourself and training yourself and believing in yourself that you have the discipline to do a thing, and now you can do anything.
Yep. All right, so real quick, let's get into Community Spotlight before we bring on our guest, all right? So we'll be right back after this. All right, so tonight we are doing the Dave & Buster's fundraiser. We will be out at Dave & Buster's from 6 to 8 p.m. tonight. So you guys, there is a QR code on this flyer. And what you're going to do is you're going to scan or,
take
hold
a
it
screenshot
down.
right now.
Or hold it down. And remember, you can hold it down and you can press it now.
Don't you got to take a screenshot first?
Take a screenshot of it first.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry.
I'm trying
I'm
to
sorry.
sabotage these people. You're
I'm
trying to
sorry.
get way too advanced here, girl.
But what you're going to do, though, you're going to buy a power card. And that power card is going to go towards Mentor Stark. And I think Lucas Live Media, too, right?
Well, yeah, because they're a sponsor of ours. So,
Yeah.
so this helps support us, too. So even if you can't make it tonight, if you're planning on going to Dave & Buster's between now and ever again in your life.
Birthday parties
coming up ever again in your life.
Anytime.
If you buy with this QR code, it helps sponsor us here at Lucas Live Media because it helps Mentor Stark. And Mentor Stark is a sponsor of Lucas Live Media. We have a great partnership. And so that helps support us all around. If you're going to go, why not spend the money in a way that helps your community? Dave & Buster's is a national brand. Shout out to them. We're glad they're in our community. But this is going to have a direct impact on an organization that is helping mentor young people in our community and help us continue to do what we're doing here in this community.
Absolutely. Make sure you guys buy your power cards from this link directly because that is how it will go towards Mentor Stark. If you just go and buy at the kiosk, it won't necessarily go right towards the cause. So make sure you guys are using this QR code.
Even if you come out tonight, don't stop at that kiosk.
Yes.
If you come see us there tonight,
still use the code.
Use the code. And if you come there and haven't done it yet, we'll help you out.
Shout out to Lori. She's in the comments with Mentor Stark. We love working with her. She was just here in the studio the other day. She feels like a regular.
She's a regular. We got to get her a key or something.
We got to get her some slippers.
So we got to get her some slippers. That's how you know you're legit in here. You get a blanket and some slippers. You got a blanket. You got like 3 blankets.
Tiffany, did I buy that blanket?
Did I buy you a blanket before?
I bought that blanket.
I got you.
I bought her a blanket. Did I not buy her a blanket?
I ain't got no blanket.
I got you some slippers. I got you one of the slippers.
Then you tried to keep the blanket. Tiff was like, wait a minute, her blanket is in the back.
I get.
You tried to
These are
take
lies.
Right.
These are untruths.
Listen, last weekend was the Strong Family Wellness Weekend, and we had a ball. I was exhausted. First of all, it was not only Strong Family Wellness Weekend, but it was so much going on. So we had Canton Prom.
I can't even remember everything that happened.
I know.
Was that last weekend?
Yes.
Was it?
Wasn't that
was
last
the week
weekend?
before last?
No. Last weekend was Easter.
Oh,
last weekend was
it
was the weekend before that.
Because it was AAU.
It was AAU. All you know is AAU. It was 2 weeks ago.
Well, okay.
But yeah, it was our last show. We didn't have a show last week. Good Friday. Shout out to Good Friday, right?
All right. So the weekend before that was the Strong Family Wellness Weekend.
Shout out to Shauna Cedar Strong.
Yes.
Second biggest fitness event in Ohio, second only to the Arnold.
Wow.
Is incredible.
That is awesome.
In our city, by our people, right here.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what we're talking about. All
yeah,
right.
we had a great time. We got to host the Master Experience. We got to go to the Health and Wellness Vendor Fair, the All Black Party.
We was partying.
We was partying.
We was outside.
We was.
I was tired. Then he's like, we going to this. I was like,
Listen,
okay.
and I also want to shout out Special Occasions. They had made a post that weekend saying there was 500 people in the building and no drama. Everybody had fun. It was live.
People from all over the country, all over the world.
Yes.
In there having fun.
We had people from Australia, people from Atlanta, people from California, all over. There was over 34 states that represented here in Canton, and then someone from Australia and from New Zealand.
New Zealand, I believe, yeah.
Yes.
Wow, I love that.
Yeah, so shout out to them for bringing the city out.
And next year is going to be even bigger. Mm-hmm. They don't even know if the Civic Center is big enough for next year because next year is the Qs are hosting their national thing in Ohio that same weekend in Cleveland. So it's the same weekend as the Wellness Weekend, and the Qs are a big part of that. Yep. So they're probably going to have that thing at the Q. I don't know at the Rocket Mortgage Arena. I don't know where we're going to have it at, but it's going to be huge.
Shout out to Henry or Dar and
Zach.
Oh,
And they got the
Henry.
classic man. His name is Henry Zachary. So his name is
okay.
Henry. And
Yeah,
Special
Classic
Occasions.
Man is happening on Sunday, and
At
the
the
after
Doubletree
party is
at Special Occasions. So the Classic Man is sold out, but
Yes.
the after party is not. So that's at
Yes.
Special Occasions. Afterwards, that probably starts at 9 o'clock or 10
I
o'clock.
think so. I don't
Yeah.
know, but I'm gonna try to go a little bit early because line dancing is from like 6 to 9.
You can't go early. You're going to be at the Classic
No,
Man.
I'm leaving early.
They're not even going to be there.
Why? Every Sunday there's line
It's not
dancing. You
every
don't
Sunday
know.
if they got the Classic Man going on.
Look, she's
I'm
determined.
asked.
So wait a minute, are you learning the dances?
All right, we got to get
or
our
are you
guest
teaching
on.
the dances?
I know, because she is now a pro.
'Cause she was like-
she got a
Y'all
fan.
see me? Y'all see I got a fan?
Whoa.
I got
She
my
got her boots on the ground.
Yeah, okay,
Anyway, I should play that video. You
Anyways.
walked into work doing the boots on the
So
ground.
someone tell you
No.
how far
I
away
should.
I am from
Who
line
walks
dancing?
into work and does that?
I'm so
All
far
right, we
away
gotta
from
wrap.
line dancing. I thought you was gonna say, "I'm a fan. I'm a fan. I'm a fan."
She trying to do the booty call or some
Listen,
old
I'm
dance.
not- listen,
The electric
hey.
slide.
Hey,
Booty
so
call.
and do
one more
And
thing.
do
One more thing.
99,
One more thing
2000.
to
All right,
wrap
go ahead.
up Community Spotlight. We have partnered up with a good friend of mine. Her name is Jay Capri. She does. She has Nails by Jay, and we are giving away a free electric little bike for a deserving child. Okay, so
cute.
we're looking for kids ages 3 to 5. So it's a small little electric bike that.
The Tiff's trying to ride.
Tiff's trying to freak.
Tiff is like, when is the bike gonna be in
When's the bike
studio?
coming? I'm like,
When-
it's brand new in the
She's like, it better be
box, sis.
charged.
Like,
We like, what are you talking
what?
about? Why?
So if you guys go and visit my Facebook page, Danielle Williams, I have a little more information on this too of how you can nominate. But you're gonna nominate by submitting a short, like little written paragraph saying why this child deserves this bike, or you can even send in a little clip of you and your child. And I want these by April 30th, and we are going to do a giveaway for someone
5 days.
Yeah, so
Let me get
if there's
Kalani ready
if you
for
got
this
a
clip.
birthday coming
Let
up
me
for a
get
kid,
Kalani
you
ready
can't
for this
just
clip.
maybe you can't afford a gift, or maybe you want to just give a kid something they may have been having a hard time. Maybe,
You know, they went through something,
yeah,
or they're doing
life
great in
changes,
school, and their
Yeah,
grades
or
are
you're
great,
doing great,
and you want to
yeah.
write in and say this kid is doing phenomenal in
Yes,
school,
if you're a
or
teacher, if you're a,
whatever
a
it might be.
daycare worker,
or a daycare leader, you know,
if
some
you're a
kids,
mom, if
I
you're
write
a
in.
aunt,
kids. I
if
know
you're
some
just,
kids.
yep,
Yeah,
yep,
yeah.
so-
Right in, because we love even those who don't win. We'd love to read some of those
Yes.
letters and celebrate those
Absolutely,
kids.
yeah.
So what are we
on
doing?
the-
We're just writing a letter. We're
Yeah.
sending pictures.
Yeah,
What are we-
they need
okay.
to know how
Yeah.
long
All
can
right.
it be? 500 words? I'm just playing. You don't know that yet. Okay, just do your
something
thing.
Something short and sweet, and to the point. If
A
you want
tweet.
to, if you want to share anything extra, please do.
Okay.
But we are working with Nails by Jay. Her and I, we all will kind of look at the submissions.
What's the
and
age group?
3 to 5.
3 to 5.
Ages 3 to 5. It's a small little bike, brand new in the box. It's so funny because I seen her on Facebook and she had said she had 2. She accidentally, I don't know, got 2 of these bikes, right? And she didn't know what to do with it.
Hope the feds
And-
don't come.
Right.
Be like,
She
we weren't supposed to
wanted-
get 2 of these bikes.
Right.
Now Lucas
She
Live
wanted
is.
to give one away, but she didn't know how to do it, who to give it away to. So she was asking people on Facebook, like, what should I do? So I just reached out and I said, hey, do you want to, partner and give this thing away on the show? And she said she would love that. So she wants to give it, wants to give it away to someone.
That's cool.
A child that she thinks, just deserves it, not deserves it like this child, just someone that, might not be able to afford an
Yeah.
electric bike.
Right.
So she wants
Yeah,
to step
I don't know
in
what these things
and help
cost.
them out. So shout out to Nails by Jay.
Yes, yes.
If you guys, I know we got nails happening all day.
Lots of nails
We got
happening
a
today.
Our nail girl getting ready to come
Yes,
on right
yes,
now.
yes.
And before we bring her on, you guys, we are going to shoot it over to our mentor start moment. And we'll
Don't
be
go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.
Right back with our girl Jessica.
The Jessica Danielle.
Danielle.
We are going to be right back. We're going to go to the sports segment. Actually, you guys check out this sports segment. A lot of great things going on, specifically at Kent McKinley, some other things going on. You guys check out this sports segment, and we'll be back with the Mentor Stark moment a little bit later. Check out the sports segment here at Lucas Live News.
Hey Bulldogs, it's Tiffany with your weekly sports recap. Let's get into it. The McKinley baseball team had a strong week, picking up wins over Northwest and Lucas High School. They came up just short in a hard-fought 1-0 battle against Massillon. But all eyes are on tonight. It's opening day at the brand new Thurman Munson Stadium, the new home for the McKinley baseball team. First pitch is at 7 p.m., but don't miss the youth baseball celebration starting at 6:30. Got school spirit? Then the Bulldog cheerleading team wants you. Clinics run from April 28th to May 1st, and tryouts are on May 3rd at 8:15 a.m. at Crenshaw Middle School. The McKinley softball team is looking to bounce back after a couple of tough games, but they're regrouped, refocused, and they're ready to bring the fire tonight against Glen Oak at 5 p.m. The girls' flag football team had an exciting week, shutting out Brooklyn 7-0 and grabbing another win over halfway 14-6. The JV squad fought hard, but came up short to Bureau Mid-Park 0-13. Both teams are back in action this Sunday, April 27th at Massillon Middle School. Come out, show your support, and cheer on the Bulldogs. Well, that's it for this week, and as always, go Pups. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next week on our sports recap.
That's the letter
That's the
behind
Y.
you.
Oh, we are back. We are back.
I looked up just in time. I was looking down and looking up at the same time. We are back.
Our girl Jessica Danielle. Listen, you guys have seen the content. You've seen the nails. It is time to meet the queen behind it all. How are you doing this week?
I'm great. How are you guys?
Good.
Great. Excited to have you. I'm always excited. Number one, people love you. And this is a question, before we get into anything else, and this is an odd question, and I'm not going to let you say you don't know, okay? So I'm sorry to jump right in. You guys, make sure you share the broadcast. If you haven't shared it yet, share it now. If you already shared it, share it again and say, hey, Jessica's on now. Call your family, call your friends, tell them she's on. We was loving her and all that, and we want to cheer. Why do people love you so much? I mean, I know why I love you. I know why we love you. But it's like every time I've ever interviewed you, every time I've ever had you on anything, every time I've ever even met like out in the community and I stand there and interview you real quick, the thing gets so many views and so many likes and so many shares. We made this flyer and the flyer is going all over the world. And you can't say I don't know. That is not a fair answer because the reason is, and I've been challenging our Footage Fusion clients to give people tactics because often we give a philosophy of like, just be good and good happens. Yeah, that's fair if that's true. But what do you do? There's something you're doing, Jessica, that people don't understand that they need to learn to do so that they can have that same goodness come back to them. Why do people love you so much?
Oh, okay.
She's fixing her mouth not to say, I don't know. She wants to say, I don't know. So you gotta, what do you think it is?
Okay, so let's start with God's favor.
Okay.
We'll start there.
Okay,
We'll start with
love
God's
that.
favor.
Love that.
Okay, I don't want to say putting out good and good comes back to you.
That's fair too.
But
That's
what
fair.
I will say is I try to help people and look out for people without expecting anything in return.
Yeah.
So I think without having expectations, but still just constantly trying to give and help other people out, I think it does come back.
That's good.
So maybe that's
That is
why.
a tactic.
Maybe that's why the love is there.
There you go.
Maybe that's
No, that's fair.
The love is there.
That is fair. I give
I
without
do.
expecting. You give without this thought that I have to get a direct return on this investment. And this is a really cool thing for us because I always say this, and it means a lot to us. We've grown over the years. We get a lot of attention now. Everywhere we go, people are asking us for a million things, and everybody knows Lucas Live Media, Lucas whatever. You've been with us from, we was Lucas Live in the basement. People didn't know us that well. We had 2-3 sponsors. You were one of the very first ones. You are the only one who has stayed with us all these years. Whenever we call, you're like, what's up? No problem. How do I need to pay? You don't call, you don't text, you don't ask any questions. You don't be like, where my money going toward? What's happening? You just be like, whatever. You don't be like, how big is my logo on the thing? You know, nothing. Yeah. You don't be like, did y'all shout me out 3 times on the show? You don't say nothing. You just lean it. And because of that, we shout you out probably more than you could ever imagine. Mm-hmm. We have so much love for you. And I'll never forget that. When we are nationally syndicated, you ain't got to pay us nothing. I'm still going to be talking about Jessica Danielle Nails because
I love that.
You invested in us when we were just starting with no expectation of return. And we were nothing in this community, and now we're something in this community, and it happened because of people like you.
Right.
So thank you.
But you know what?
Yeah.
That's why I do it. I support people like that, especially when I can I can tell their vision or see their vision as well, or see the potential in it as well. So I support people like that because I was once that person that needed that support as well.
That's so good.
So I do try to return the favor because I know where I was at, and I know when I needed help.
Yes.
So if I see the potential in somebody else, I do try to do everything I can to help out too.
Yeah.
It means so
Jessica,
much. It means so
Danielle,
much.
Listen, this is gonna be a great conversation.
Yes.
All right, listen, let's talk about this new space. You got a we are on space number 2.
Yes.
For the nail bar. Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so this one, we actually switched up the name for this one, so it's not going to be another nail bar.
Okay,
This
all
one
right.
is actually going to be called NC Nail Lounge, so North Canton Nail Lounge. Lounge by Jessica Danielle.
Okay.
So
I live in North Canton. That sounds good.
So yes,
Close to the
it's
me.
going to be on South Main Street. So we are actually still, the projected date was to start May 1st, but we are not even working on the building yet.
Oh,
So just a
no.
little business owner transparency.
Okay.
We are working on things. We've had so much stuff behind the scenes that we've had to work on. My equipment is currently still sitting in China because the tariffs just hit.
Oh my goodness, that's real.
So, just
People
to let
don't
you know,
understand
yes,
that.
People do not understand. Listen,
They think
there is
this a game.
This is not a game. This is not a game.
Man.
This is not a game. So yes,
Because the cost of your stuff just went.
So what happened was I actually ordered my stuff back in February after we signed the lease. I got everything together, ordered all my equipment, got it custom made, all this stuff, got the logos put in, everything, and they were actually going to ship my stuff out the day the tariffs went
No
up.
way.
Oh my God.
Do we need to go to
So-
China with you? Because we can roll.
And you know
We
what?
can go.
I thought about renting a boat and
I
just
know we can go. We can row
Let me go
a
get
boat
my
if we
stuff.
need
Let me
to.
go get my
We
stuff.
going.
I
We'll
gotta
come with
leave
you.
my stuff. So yes,
know
the
what?
tariffs went up, but the vendors had advised us to wait 2 weeks. So 2 weeks was just up this week. So we're still currently kind of waiting. We're in limbo right now. So you know, just
They're like
some
stuff changes every day. They're like the
stuff
tariff might not
changes
exist.
literally every day. So
Yeah.
you know, that's one of the obstacles we're dealing with, and then we're dealing with permits and everything else for the building. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a lot. There's a lot that goes into it. You don't just go buy a building and
That's
throw your
right.
stuff in and
Yeah.
say, hey, let's get started.
People don't think about
So,
that. I
yes.
hear so many stories from small, especially like people in the community, like when local people have something and it doesn't go right, we get a lot of flack. And people
Oh
always
my
got
gosh.
something to say, and
Right.
it's like
Absolutely.
y'all don't know what we going through, and sometimes
Right.
it's just us, right? It's just a
Yes.
few of us behind the scenes. So, and then there's things like this that just is out of our control, and then so thanks for being transparent. I'm sorry that's happening to you right now.
Yes, no, it's okay. It's just, to me, I'm just like, every time an obstacle comes, I've gotten to the point where I'm just like, that just means it's going to be even
Something
greater.
better,
when I get
yes.
there.
Yes.
So
Yes.
It's gonna
I'm
work
like,
out.
it's coming.
Yes.
It's still coming. It's
Yes.
not on the time that I wanted it to, but
It's gonna
everything
be a
that
perfect
happens,
time.
my
Yes.
mindset is push through. Well, no matter what's going on, we're going to figure it out.
Since I've
So-
met you, that's always been your personality. I think when we came and did content at the nail bar, I left feeling so
She did.
empowered and inspired. I think I even wrote you after that, like I had such a good time because your energy is just so you are exactly what you're talking about. Like your perspective on things is like glass half full, not half empty. So I love that. I love
Yeah.
that for you. Love that.
Thank
So.
you.
all right,
Definitely. I know one of the things we're going to talk about is like boss moves. You
Yeah.
are like, I don't. This is probably too big of a quintessential. I don't know why that came to my mind. Quintessential boss. You're like the model of a boss, somebody who is making moves, taking strides, not waiting for somebody to give you a seat at the table. You're building tables. You just do your thing, and you're giving instead of waiting for somebody to give to you. I mean, you said that there were times where that was the need. Talk to us about what that's like for you when you think of yourself as a boss, as a leader. What does it mean to you, and what is that like for you?
As a boss, as a leader. Okay. Well, number one, sometimes you just wake up tired.
Okay, be real. I love this.
Thank
Keeping
you.
it real. Woo, I know that feeling. Chest be hurt like, Lord, I gotta get up. It's another day.
That chest
Oh, that chest, people don't know. Ooh, that chest be hurt like, oh.
So let's see what it means to me. Okay. Honestly, so I've really gotten to the point where here's my mindset, and I'm not going to say this was it at first, but through different business mentors and just things I've been through in life and going through building a business and stuff, this is where I'm at this point in my life as a leader. I'm here to serve as a leader. So a boss, okay, that's fine. I own a business, but I'm a leader. So in my mind, I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help you build your career. I'm trying to help you get as far as where you can get and take you where your potential can take you. So I'm here to serve you. I'm here to help you. What can we do to help build you up, get you better, get your finances better, get retirement accounts, all that type of stuff? What can we do to take life a step further and live a life that, better than what we had before, or make it better for the next generation, which is also my goal. So just being a boss and a leader. Boss, I don't know. Honestly, boss, okay, cool.
I like that. Don't tell us the truth.
Yeah.
Tell us what it is. That
Boss,
sounds
like,
cute.
it is. Boss,
It's a
okay,
flashy
cool.
word. It
Yes,
sounds
it's-
cute.
Okay,
but
yeah, she a boss. Like sometimes I'll be like, yeah, I do be doing my thing.
No.
down, hold it down.
But my goal is every day though to stay humble. So I try not to be like, oh, boss, because sometimes people like when they think I'm a boss, I'm a manager, I get to tell people what to do, boss them around, do this, do that. No, I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
And sometimes I might even be too lenient because I'm just like, no, what can we do? What can we do to make this better? What can we do to make you better? Let's try to build this business. I think the main goal is to keep in mind, like, okay, I'm a leader, so be what a leader is, because there is a very big difference between a leader and a boss.
Absolutely.
So my mindset is every morning it's being a leader, seeing what I can do to be a leader, which is my Bible devotions. Listening to different podcasts or YouTube things or whatever that talk about leadership and being a leader and
just
stuff like that.
In and growing. Feeding yourself.
And then also listening to millionaires and billionaires who are
let's
also
go.
leaders as well.
Absolutely.
So they teach you like this is how you should walk. This is how you should talk. This is how you should lead. So and I think that's the main goal is learning how to lead properly.
Absolutely. Man, you that girl, for real. Don't play with it.
Yes.
I mean,
you feel
not
like,
only,
So go ahead,
I
Lily.
love, I'm sorry. I love that.
I was gonna say,
Go ahead.
I'm listening. I just love that because it's like I can feel what you're saying. Like people might say that you're like a little like, okay, I might be a little soft here or there, but how can we figure this out? Do you feel like being that type of leader has created a productivity within, the workspace, and like what kind of like morale do you have like in your workspace? Does it seem to like keep people there longer and sticking with you longer because you have more of a like, hey, let me help you. I want to see where you can grow. You don't necessarily have to grow here. You can grow somewhere else. What kind of tone does that set for the work environment?
I would say that it does help keep people, especially due to the fact that I have a full salon. So to me, I go off of what's happening. Though. So to me, I'm like, if I have a full salon, okay, I'm doing something right. I have a lot of nail techs who have been with me for 4 or 5. One of the girls been with me the whole 7 years that I've been there. So I would say yes, I think that does help. I wasn't even like that at first. Sometimes at first, like they talk about when I used to train them at first, like I used to be like, come on, you can do it. And I would be like hitting them. And
Had a switch. Get a switch.
Right. I would be like, no, shake the nail like this. You're not doing it right. But
Sick of
I
you.
learned patience. I learned patience and calm and learned how to talk to people better and stuff like that too. So I mean, I've grown. I don't feel like I've always been like that, but I do. I feel like I've gotten to a place where I try to offer and extend a lot of grace.
Yeah.
So I feel like that, and I do try to help them as much as I can to be like, okay, I'm going to try to make you better, but in the event that you do leave, I know that I did everything that I could instead of trying to boss you around and stuff.
Right.
So I would say yes. I think that does help. I think extending grace and trying to step into that leadership role does help, and it does help keep people there longer. Because when people know that you actually care about them and you actually care about their success, and you're not just looking at them like, hey, you're here to pay me rent, and that's it at the end of the day. So I think that means a lot more to a person that it's like she actually cares about what also happens behind the scenes of what's going on with this business too.
Absolutely. I think it absolutely means something, because I talk about being here at Lucas Live Media, like just the atmosphere and the culture of this space. So like when you're creating that culture at your workspace, a lot of the times we come from we had to heal from some of the past jobs that we've had, the past bosses and leaders that we've had, just because of their inability to lead, their inability to even have empathy for the people that are working for them, because that's how I look at it. And when people come here and they're helping us, they're helping me create this business and keep it running. So that's the same, for you. You guys are helping me keep this business going, keeping customers coming in here, keeping them happy. So I think that's just a great environment to have. And then it helps people become their best selves, because you got somebody pouring in there. They care about me. You don't got to worry about somebody trying to compete or be, being weird. So I love that. And you also, not only do you do nails and have a salon, but you're training, right, and teaching folks how to do nails. And so talk about that. What services do you offer for those who are wanting to learn how to do nails or just even get in the industry?
Well, I tell everybody to start out by going to school because you do have to get licensed and all that type of stuff. So I'm not able to license anybody. But once they get licensed, you really learn the basics when you go to nail school. So you're not really learning the actual art of doing the nails. So after they get out, they come to me, and then I teach you literally everything from start to finish.
Wow.
Yes,
Yeah,
literally.
let's get polished
Yeah.
with Jessica Danielle.
Yeah.
Let's polish up
Yeah.
your skills
Yes.
because
So
you can go to school and learn the basic. That's not like
Right.
anything else. Like you go to school, like I went to school for business, right, or marketing, right?
Yep.
But I got good at the thing, doing the
Yeah.
thing, and being around mentors and others that knew how to do it. You can't learn it from the book,
Yeah.
or you can get the basics, but you
Yeah.
can't learn it until you get
What
into
do you
it.
think about that? You know, my sister did cosmetology, right? And when she came out of cosmetology, she didn't know how to braid. She didn't know how to do box braids. She didn't know how to do a sewing. She didn't know how to do the things that the girls are wanting. And when the girls are probably going to nail school, they're probably coming out and learning the basics, like you said. And they're like right now, what's popular are those flashy nails. You got jewels and diamonds. What do you think about that? Why aren't like they teaching our people how to do the things that are in demand?
Well, I think it's mainly because like they're teaching you what you need to pass state board, and that would be state board requirements. So I mean, just to keep it,
Okay.
I guess just business wise, they're teaching you
Okay.
what you need to get your license. So
Okay.
after you get your license, it's more so like, okay, I got my license now. It's your duty to
Just
start learning the
get
rest.
good.
Which is
Elevate.
why I always advise like make sure you get into a salon. A good one.
Yeah.
Make sure you get into
Yeah.
a good salon that can help guide you and lead you and
Okay.
help you do those type of things. It's always good to have a business mentor. I don't care how successful you get and how much money you have. You want somebody who's literally already been there, done that, and made it happen.
Yes.
So because you can always just constantly grow and build. So I mean, and that starts right at the bottom.
Yeah.
So get up under somebody and start learning.
Yeah. That's good advice.
And
Great
shout
advice.
out to the Jumpstart program here. Shout out to Erin Dukes at Pristine Steam Wash. She's always talked about Jumpstart, and I'm like, I get it. And I've been
They're
doing.
loving you. I'm sorry.
They are. Y'all do want to get to
Loving
that.
you, yeah.
We do need to get to that. Jumpstart is a program that you can join as an entrepreneur. It's local. It's based out of Cleveland, but it's all over the country. And Erin Dukes has always talked about it. And the businesses that I had before, like it didn't make sense to me. Like I didn't have a product or a service directly that I was selling, and so I didn't quite do it. But I recently joined Jumpstart, and just already some of the things that I've talked to them about to have more forecasting and projections in my business have been amazing. Like we sat down with this spreadsheet the other day. I felt like, I mean, I don't want to say like a nerd, but I was super hyped to sit down with this spreadsheet and make projections about the revenue coming to the business over the next 12 months. And to have help and support with that was amazing. But a lot of times as entrepreneurs, we go in here blind. We just be like,
Right.
I'm just trying to make enough money to get
I
through
mean,
the
because
month.
half the time we're first
You know?
generation entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
not,
but like nobody told me how to do this. Right, everybody had a job. Right, so it's like we figuring it out. So let's talk to the comments. Shout out to everybody. I saw Lee Joy Ellis in here. She said just been doing her nails for her nails for the last 12 years. I love the quality of her work. Her journey has been incredible to watch and be a part of. Shout out to D. Joy Ellis.
Oh,
Jackie said, I cherish her quirks, inside jokes, her strengths, a loving mom as a person. She's a giver and a goat at her craft. I love it.
Yes. Your girl Adriana Downing is in there. That girl, she said she has grown a lot too, right? That's your girl.
She's
That's
your
your
girl.
I
Matching
remember, that's your
tattoos.
bestie. I remember when I was having, oh my gosh, we were doing the vendor shows. And y'all would come to get some soap from the True Body. I'm like, oh, here come my girls. Both of y'all walking up. Yes. Who else?
Dree was just with us at the
She
Stu
was.
Scoops. We just went
Was
and
that
did
2 days ago?
Yeah, we was just
came
together.
we ain't supposed to tell nobody that.
Oops.
She was not there. We're like,
Dree was
anyways.
working.
We talked to her. That's all we did.
That's what I
we
meant.
just talked to her
Yeah,
on the phone.
That was
for a
after
second.
hours.
It was.
Let's keep
it was
going.
later
This is getting
on.
weird.
8 o'clock
She's sitting there at her
later.
job right now sweating.
Right.
All right. Shout out to Shay. What did Shay say? Put that up there. She said, you're amazing. I think she said nothing she said was lies. Nothing you said about your character is a lie.
Yep.
Your heart for people is so pure. That's
That's
I
awesome.
love that.
Yeah,
Listen,
that's
so
awesome.
you put in your content bag, okay?
Yes.
And we got, we have Footage Fusion over here as our sister company of Lucas
Yes.
Live. So we are a fan of short
We
form
are,
content,
yes.
okay?
And you
we
be
are a
telling them to
fan
do it. So you
of
be helping
your
us. You don't know.
content, too.
You be telling them, get your short form content together.
Yes.
Right.
How has your TikToks, your Reels, that short form content, how has it impacted your business?
I think it's definitely helped, and even like more so lately too. So many people have been calling me like, "Girl, you are all up and down my timeline."
You going crazy.
And I'm like, well, that's great, you know. And really, it's just trying to come up with different ideas, do different things, trying to put it out there different ways. I call the couple things I've been doing lately is like where I say a couple lines of a song and I switch it to my stuff.
That is so good. We love that.
I literally the other day was like, I'm literally gonna be a music producer in a minute.
Let's go. I love music.
You got so much attitude, and like it's like you pull us in.
And we be here talking about it like
real.
this is what we do for a
Right.
living, and we be sitting here watching your stuff like, look at this. Then he was like, look at what she did. Did you see this? I be like, look at what it's so
Man,
good.
one night I accidentally was on which it was fine, but I wanted it to be me. I was going through your page, and I'm just like, I said, I'm on a Lucas Live page. I thought it was there.
You thought it was me, right?
I'm on the wrong one. I was like, I gotta get back over here and then go back and like them again. But no, they've been fire. They've been fire. And your nail design. I mean, then you cut to the dopest nails I've ever seen.
Thank you.
How did you? I mean, I know it took years and it took practice and it just took time, but like, you gotta be like. You gotta be like an artist, like a real. Like, can you like paint and draw and like?
You know what? I cannot paint or draw.
Fascinating.
Wow.
Well, that's encouraging because that means somebody else out there could.
My oldest son, one time, he asked me to draw. He asked me to draw Olaf or something on a piece of paper, and I drew it, and I was like, "Look," and he goes, "Mom, that looks like the Grinch."
Like you all that stuff. Say right.
But on a nail, I can make it happen on a nail. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I get in my head. I have no idea. But when it comes to doing the nails and being an artist, like yes, and I think it's just because I'm just locked in and I'm tuned into that. So and that's my lane. And trust me, I know how to stay in my lane. That is something I know how to do. So but that's literally what on a nail. I'm like, yeah, I can make it happen. Even if I don't know, I literally will YouTube something in the middle of a client.
Wow. I love that.
I will YouTube it. I will figure it out. I will mess with it. I will spend hours on it. Like I'm going to figure it out. Like if you give me something and I can't do it, I'll be like, let me come back.
Yeah,
come right back to this. Yes, absolutely.
That's awesome.
Tree said her art
a
sucked. Her art still sucks.
I don't know why.
It's hilarious.
I just assumed that nail techs could just
They're
draw
artists.
and like paint. Like, but that'd be cool. That'd be cool to know though. But
That is hilarious. Shout out to LaJuana. What's up? Happy birthday. I believe she had a birthday.
I love LaJuana.
Is she?
Yes, I'm proud to say that.
She be on here all the time. Did you just find out that was your cousin?
No.
You
we're
said it like
no.
She said it like, oh, that's my cousin. My dad told me.
We're like real cousins.
Are y'all?
People
Not
be
play
like,
cousins?
No, we ain't play cousins.
Y'all
We
didn't grow
are
up across
real
the street from each other cousins. Y'all real cousins.
No, we were real cousins.
Okay.
Yeah,
Word.
I'm proud.
Still are.
We are.
Shout out to
we
LaJuana.
were.
Shout out to her. Happy birthday, LaJuana. Happy birthday, Lori. Lori had a birthday this week as well. Your
my
mom.
yes,
Oh, we gotta do birthday shout outs. If anybody else had a birthday in here or you know somebody who had a birthday, please shout them out in the comments. Say happy birthday to somebody you know who may have had a birthday or anniversary. Just say happy birthday to them in the comments
daughter,
now.
Kalani, happy birthday.
Kalani had a birthday too. Shout out to Kalani. She's what, 5 now? What how old is she? Shout out to Kalani, my little. 5. She is 5. The beautiful Kalani is 5.
All right, look, so we have a game we're gonna play.
Shout out to her.
We're gonna get into it after this question. So it's called this or that. But before we do that, you have so much knowledge and so much wisdom. You really do. For anybody out there that is thinking about, just stepping into like not just nails. Let's think about entrepreneur lifestyle. Starting a business. You are on salon number 2. And that's huge. That's a huge milestone, right? Like everyone celebrates that first storefront, that first thing, right? Now you're on the thing 2. What is just some advice, some inspiration that you would give to somebody just thinking about opening up salon 1 or business 1 or whatever it is, because it's scary and it gets lonely, it gets dark, your chest gets hurting sometimes,
That 4 a.m. chest pain is real.
Especially when you have something where you have employees now. You're taking care of people. You're helping with their livelihood. All those things are scary, but it shouldn't be scary enough to stop someone from starting.
Yeah,
so
that's good.
What advice do you have to anybody that's just kind of stuck in that fear of what if?
First of all, do not stop. Don't stop. That's because people get to a part where it's like, this is just too hard. This is too much. I quit. I'm done. I can't do it. And walk away.
Yeah.
Don't stop. Don't stop and figure it out. No matter, I just made a reel about it literally the other day. I was over here like, you guys want some behind the scenes business owner stuff? I'm frustrated. I can't even focus. There was a bee flying by me while I was trying to record a video. And I just was like, there's just some days where it's just like, I don't know this. I can't figure this out. I don't even want to figure this out because this isn't even part of what I want to do. So, and I'm sitting in my office and I'm like, I don't want to do this. I don't want to figure this out. I'm calling the banker, my mom, my dad. I'm trying to call my accountant. I'm calling everybody. And I'm like, but like, you have to do it. If you got to make 10 to 15 phone calls, if you have to do it, walk away from it, go out to eat, enjoy yourself for a minute, come back to it, figure it out. Figure it out, try to call people, have those make sure you have those business mentors. My business mentors kind of came into my life. It honestly aligned somehow. I can't even tell you how to find a business owner because they low-key found me. So
wow.
I don't know. They kind of just plopped right into my lap, and they have been amazing. They've been amazing people and have really helped me out so much and really helped me take me to next levels and stuff. So definitely find people who are willing to help you out and give you stuff to help you go. But realize this is on you. It's on you to make your business work. So take accountability for you and your business. I always tell myself whatever happens good or bad in my business is my fault. No matter what happened, no matter what the scenario is, it's my fault. So I always have to make it. I have to make adjustments, create systems, whatever I need to do. I need to make it work.
I love that.
Yes, just stay focused on, yes, you need to make this happen. You need to make it work. It don't matter how many employees you have, how many people that's helping you out. You are responsible when it comes down to it. You are responsible for your business. So
let's go.
Figure it out.
Well,
Keep pushing
now
forward.
we know why everybody loves you.
I know, right now
I'm
we
sitting
know.
up here, I'm like, okay, well now I know because you're just so organic and you're
in.
so real and you're just telling it like it is. Like it's not like, yeah, I'm a business owner and I'm this, that, and the other. It's like, no, I'm a business owner and I'm stressed out sometimes and there's real things that happen, but you just gotta stay focused and stick with it and just talking about real scenarios. I just love that about you.
Yes.
So,
And do it when you don't
Yeah.
feel like it. So many people want to do stuff when they don't feel like it.
Yes.
It doesn't matter if you don't feel like it today.
That's discipline.
Go do
Man,
it.
them long days, right? You got to get up. You got to get up. You got to stay up. You got to stay up. Danny was here last night till I don't know when. When I leave and she's still here, I was like, she ain't playing because she put this beautiful show together. Shout out to the look of the show, the overlays, the games, the stuff, because she's taking us to another level. Locked in a new sponsor yesterday and locking in some more.
Awesome.
That's just like this dedication. And Danny is somebody who I get to mentor in business who ain't playing. She's trying to learn. She's leaning in. She's like, and when I'm stressed, Danny said to me the other day, I was talking about that chest pain. She didn't know nothing about it. She was like, why is your chest hurting? My chest ain't hurt. She's like, if you carrying stress, she like, give me some stuff. Let me carry whatever you're carrying. That means a lot to have people with you who put some of that weight on my shoulders. That's different because a lot of times people be like, no, and Tiff's the same way. The team's the same way. They could shy away from that and be like, whatever he carrying to make his chest hurt, I don't want no parts of that, right? But they're like, we're family for real. We are family. They're like, my brother is not going to be in here stressed out because we know some of that stress is to carry us as well. So we're all building something together and it's a beautiful thing. We love what we do. It's a lot of fun. It means a lot. So shout out to them and shout out to the growth we're all having.
That's amazing.
Thank you. Now, before we get into that game, I said I had that question, but you said something about you don't know where you need a business mentor, but people you don't know where people can find one at. So I want to throw this out there. The Canton Regional Chamber of Commerce and Stark County Minority Business Association. If you become members of those two organizations, one or the other, it doesn't matter. You can network with local business owners, and I'm sure.
And there's mentoring programs. Like Nate Chester. Like right now, I'm mentoring Nate Chester. He's been doing business forever, but there's some areas where I can help him. And he's in a mentoring program, and they're paying for that. They're giving money toward that. They're doing a lot in there. So there are programs out there.
So there are programs out there. So if you are a business owner or even thinking about becoming one, go get you a mentor, like Jess said, so you can be ready. Okay. All right. We're gonna get into a flash game, and this is this or that. Okay. So I want to know.
This is Jessica. You got to tell us what your thoughts are. Okay? This is tricky now.
First, I want to know which ones you like doing better, and then which ones you like.
No, wait. Now, I want to hear from the audience, and I want to hear from Lily. I want to hear from y'all, and then we're gonna get her expert thought. Now, she's not saying she's right because it's an opinion. But let me ask the question because I don't particularly have an opinion.
Know nothing.
I'm just saying, but I don't know. So I'll probably be the best. That way you can answer honestly. That gives you a chance to answer, right?
What we do know is you don't like chip nail polish on nails.
Thank
now,
you.
We do
You know that. You do know that. You do know that.
So you should probably get a gel.
Can't look like you be punching. Can't look like you punch bricks for a living. You can't look like you just be like, what do you do? You're a bricklayer? Okay. All right. And shout out to Rachel and Mandy in the comments. What's up?
Elise, hello.
And Elise.
County Minority Business
Okay, right. I didn't even see it. What's up, Elise? What's up? All about to be working with us in Footage Fusion. Rachel, shout out my life insurance agent. If you need life insurance, shout out to Rachel and Mandy. And they're about to be working with us in Footage Fusion. And Elise, we talking about some new things with Scumba to continue our partnership. All right. Fun. Okay, from this or that. Okay, now you guys tell us in the comments. We're going to go one at a time, so don't jump ahead of us, but you can see them all there. All right, and I don't even know what the heck coffin is. But, but Jessica's going to answer last. But you guys tell us, coffin or stiletto nails, which one do you like more? Coffin
Who's going
or
first?
stiletto? She's going to go last because she's the one that we look for. So y'all in the comments tell us. Tiff said she likes coffin. Lily?
I don't know what we're talking
Lily
about.
has no idea, much like me. She has no idea.
I was a little
I
embarrassed
don't wear
about
nails.
What are coffin nails? Jessica, tell us what they are.
Coffin nails are literally that third picture down is a great example of coffin nails.
Okay.
So they're not squares, but they come in. They're tapered in.
Okay.
So
And then a stiletto.
like a coffin.
Scary.
Exactly.
And then what's a stiletto?
A stiletto is when they are that super sharp pointy nail.
Oh, okay.
I don't like those ones. I mean, they're fine, but
So you're
I
a
don't
coffin
like
girl?
those ones. Those things. I mean, if I was to wear nails, yeah, I would.
You're going to say coffin. Tiff
Yeah, I
said
would do
coffin.
coffin.
LaJohna said coffin. Lori said coffin. Rachel said coffin for me.
Which ones do you do a lot of?
Shay said
I'll say
coffin.
coffin just because everybody
Mostly
else is saying coffin.
Coffin and like
Mandy
a
said
tapered
coffin.
square, which would be like
Coffin.
skinnier
Coffin.
square.
Okay.
That's what I call them, I guess, the skinny
Yeah.
squares.
I see a lot of braiders get like a stiletto nail on like their pinky nail.
Yeah, because you can
can
part
just-
the hair.
yeah, part
Oh,
the
is that
hair.
right? They be doing it. This is for business. They got coffins and this one stiletto. It's just, I don't buy combs. I just got they Freddy Krueger out here.
I'm making money off
okay,
this.
I'm making money off
I'm
this
making
one.
money off
Wear
this.
nails?
I'm
Or-
doing-
I wear nails. So I wear nails when I go on vacation.
Okay.
That ain't right.
Do you do them yourself?
No, I usually have somebody else do them.
Okay.
And I'm usually like watching them or pointing out stuff.
Ah,
or something
Oh,
like
that's
that,
stressful.
so-
They sweating.
Yeah,
I'm about to get fired.
Well, all the nail techs that had been there, now they're just like,
Girl, get your nails in.
like, come on.
Like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
And I'm always like, they're like, put it over here and leave it alone.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. But what I prefer, I love like a skinny square look. So
Okay.
more so coffin. So I would prefer a coffin over a stiletto. Stilettos are hard not to poke holes in your clothes and all that type
They
of
that
stuff.
sharp?
Yes, they are literally
Hurt your
that
man
sharp.
and whatnot.
Having the
Man.
little kid,
Yes.
and they'll be like, ooh, girl.
It's a breakup going on. Why you break
Yes.
up? He was tired. He got hurt. He over here bleeding and crying. He started. Why did you break up? Did he break up with you because you stabbed him? No, I broke up with him because he was crying. Right? Yeah, I stabbed him once and he started crying.
All right,
and we
let's
broke
see.
up.
Next.
All right, next question. Nude or neon? Nude or neon? I don't know why you have to be nude to wear nails, but whatever that means. Nude. Oh, nude nails. Nude or
That's the
neon?
color. Look,
That's
I
a
think
color.
There's one on there. I like nude.
Tell us in the comments, nude or
I like
neon.
nude.
You say nude. Tiff says
I say
nude.
nude.
You say nude.
I love like a good little nude on my nails.
just looks
or
classy.
I don't think no, wait. Let me go back. Did we add? Oh, she said she likes coffin. She said she likes coffin. Okay, we
Yep.
did ask that. Tell us in the comments what you guys like. Make sure you share this broadcast with somebody. Tag one of your friends or family members and say, we having a fun game. Get over here. You're missing it. You need to tell us what you like. Nude or and even if you're at work, just stay on, man. Stop playing, man. They ain't going to fire you on a Friday.
said
They ain't going to fire you on a Friday. All
your
right.
earbud in and walk
Dree said
around.
neon.
Dree said neon. Dree gets silver sparkly nails almost every time she gets her nails done.
Does she?
Like this little
And Dree is so chill.
She prefers silver sparkle. That's what Dree prefers.
So she said neon just because that was like the closest thing. I'm gonna just say neon.
Isn't that funny? And Dree is just so, but Dree is so calm and just like, yes, what are we doing
make
here
my
today?
nails pop.
But make my nails pop because
Yeah,
I'm going to be
nails
sitting here
pop.
quietly and we're going to get the work done and let's go. Shay said nude. LaJohna
Okay, we
said
got a lot of
nude.
nude. Somebody said always color, always color.
Lori nude. Tammy nude.
I feel
Danny
like
nude.
that's
Joy nude.
like an aesthetic. Like girls
Mandy,
that come
always
in
color.
that. What do you think? Like the girls that get the neons and the nudes, like is it like a personality thing? Like I feel like I don't know. I feel like with nails, like I feel like it's like a personality thing.
Yes.
Like-
I would say that nails are definitely a reflection of people's personalities.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I think so too. I
Yep.
think so too.
So I'm a plain Jane.
I know, me too.
Cleansing.
I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that.
Okay.
I
don't want to be though,
clean- the
Jessica.
clean look,
Change my
like-
life.
Okay, question for you, Jessica. What? Now this is not a. Okay, so how do I frame this question? Okay, so there are guys. Okay, I don't know where to start with this because I'm not trying to be. You don't try to be like weird.
Here he goes.
I know, right? No, because stuff gets weird these days. You say the wrong thing, they be like. Anyway, we can't get canceled because we got our own channel. But anyway, so there are guys, first of all, like even athletes who are painting their nails, which is different in my opinion because we didn't do that. But when I was a kid, my mom did teach us like to paint our nails with clear polish or something like that. What's the deal with guys and nails and polish? And are you seeing that? Is that I don't know. Like what are you seeing? And is a clear polish a way to protect the nail? Is color? What's the deal? I don't know. What are your
So
thoughts?
I think more so the clear polish would be just like just a nice shiny like look, just to be well maintenance. I think more so is what the clear polish is serving the purpose of. But they do have like a buffer. It's called a buff and shine.
Oh.
So you literally can
I've
buff
done
and
that.
shine it to give it like a natural.
Oh,
to
that
bring
is
out the
nice.
natural shine of the nail, which
Yeah.
I actually prefer when I do a
Okay,
men's
yeah.
manicure. I prefer that. I think it looks a little bit nicer, and then you don't have to worry about the clear like chipping off or anything.
Oh,
chipping
good
off.
point.
Okay.
So
A
yeah,
buff
so I
and
kind
shine.
of prefer that. But we have men that get their nails done and polished and stuff like that too.
Yeah.
So we do see that.
It's okay, Lucas.
Interesting.
Go ahead and go.
I was just you see
That's
what I was
why
trying to
you
ask.
We have men that get pedicures.
See?
Because
Yeah, I told y'all.
absolutely,
I'm
yes,
gonna
I
start
feel
doing
like
that.
I
They can't have their
especially
feet
for
busted up.
businessmen too, because you
Yeah.
gotta think about a businessman and
That
shaking
is
hands
true.
with a lot of people. So
Yep.
why do you want your cuticles cracked and dry
True.
and touching people or your nails are chipped and stuff like that? It's not. It's everything, especially in business and stuff like that. People look at your appearance when you're doing business.
I'm gonna start coming. I noticed that about high level businessmen. I've noticed that as I've traveled. The CEOs and things, their nails are always nice. I'm like, somebody's doing their nails.
Yes,
Whether they're
absolutely.
coming to their office and doing it or somewhere, I'm like, there's no way these guys have time to keep their nails just nice, neat, always cut just right.
Yep.
I'm like, it's a part of their look. They're wearing a
Yes.
suit, they got their nails nice. I'm
Yes.
like, that's different.
Yep.
Someone said, Mandy said, Jessica can do whatever she wants on my nails. Adriana said, I said neon living through you. Tip said, I love a good manicure.
Many.
Man-many.
Right.
So what do you prefer, nude or neon?
So if I'm gonna wear it on me, it's definitely gonna be a nude. I'm like, I don't do color.
Yeah.
I'm like, color stresses me
But on
out
your
too
feet?
much. On my feet, it's still going to be, well, it's not gonna be nude. I wouldn't do nude on my toes or anything like that. I might do like a little bit, but it's not gonna be neon.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be like a French tip or
okay.
glitter or chrome or something like that. I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not gonna have no neon toes out here.
Nah, that's a little.
I'll
not
look
you.
down and be like, whoo.
Ooh,
Like, where
I
am I
had
going?
yellow one time. I really loved the yellow one time though. I had yellow when I went to Puerto Rico, and I was like, yellow toes is kind of cute. I'm usually like,
I have glitter.
listen,
purple
you know
glitter.
what? I was
Glitter
on
purple
Facebook
sparkle right now.
probably like
Pick it out.
last year, and somebody said a red nail is old. Like you're like an old lady for that. Is that what is that?
I'm not gonna say an old lady, but I do feel like
It's like outdated.
I'm not gonna say
Very
it's outdated
80s.
because I think it looks. I love a red nail.
Me too.
I do love a red
I love
nail.
my toes red,
But
too.
I think though too, like growing up, they tell you that red is like I don't know if I can say this.
Don't say it. You can say anything
it,
on our
say
show.
it.
Say it.
They say it's like more red or
Yeah.
whatever. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that's why it tends to steer some people away from it.
Yeah.
But like a nice, but that's not what
I
we
know,
live
I
in.
So
love
back in the day,
like
in
I
my
think a
old
red nail looks
church,
really nice.
they was like, you can't.
Your old church?
The church that I used to attend when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You couldn't wear no red nails.
But back in the day, like when I was young, like when I was little,
Mm-hmm.
it was like you can't really be wearing that red nail polish.
What?
It was not, because it was supposed to be like
The
seductive.
devil.
Yeah.
That is
and-
so crazy. My
Yeah,
grandma
now I don't
always had a
know
red
where
nail.
because as I got older, women were wearing red
Better
nail
watch your
polish.
grandma.
But back in the day,
Yep.
it was like, you probably shouldn't be putting
When
on
I
that
first
red
started
nail
doing
polish.
nails, the only colors that people really wore was like pink and red.
Really?
Yeah.
When you
and
first started, that was it.
Yeah, and I started doing nails 17. It's been almost 17 years.
Wow.
Yes.
Oh my God, I didn't realize it was that long. I
That's
guess
amazing.
I
You
used to
said
get the
7
spray.
years with the business, but I
7
didn't
years
even
for the
think about how
salon.
long
Yes.
you've been doing nails.
Yeah, I've been doing nails for
17
17 years. Yes,
What is that
I
called,
started in a
Lucas?
salon at 17 before I even
Yeah,
graduated high
airbrush.
school.
She used to get airbrush nails over here.
to get-
She talking about some
Yeah.
90s
I had
airbrush.
all kind of
Oh,
stuff, like
with
put
the
my and the airbrush on my.
That was so
That was
90s.
a time.
What are
That
you
was a time.
talking
Yeah.
about?
Let's do the next one.
All right. Short set or drama? Short set or drama? You guys let us know in the chat. Would you do short set or drama?
What's
I have
the difference?
no idea what that means.
I think the drama are them super long ones, like I said, with all the jewels and bedazzles and all
Is that what it is? Jessica, tell us what short set and drama
Short
is. What's
set.
the
I guess I've never heard it called drama, so
Oh,
I would.
sorry.
Okay,
I'm
dramatic. Okay, right. She's about to ask us. She's like, I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's what it's supposed to be. Maybe it's supposed to be dramatic.
Dramatic.
Okay, dramatic.
I'm
Yeah, maybe it
sorry.
got cut
I'm
off.
sorry. I
Dramatic.
just
Okay,
thought,
it got cut off a little bit. All right, dramatic.
Short set or dramatic? I'll do the short sets all day long. I made a reel about that because people like to say that I don't do short nails, and I can't.
I saw you. We saw that.
So I finally was like, okay, let me make a post about it because I do a lot of short nails actually.
You don't want to scare off clients who are thinking, I can't go to Jessica. She only does these
she only
really
does short
fancy,
nails.
long.
Yeah.
But it's good for the content. See,
Yes,
those extras.
yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
What
It
you
is
can
good for
do.
the dramatics is good because it catches your attention,
Yeah.
and it also, any
Yeah.
for real, even when the negative comments come in, that still is boosting your post. So
Wow.
even if they're like, oh, these nails are long, these are gross,
You're
how
like,
do you like
thank
your
you.
butt, like
Absolutely.
whatever,
I know.
okay,
You get
whatever,
those?
fine. I really don't get that too much on my stuff,
Okay,
but
but,
I do see it. I
yeah.
do see it on other people's
Yeah.
posts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, but I love doing the long nails. I love doing the long
Yeah.
nails, the dramatic, the nail art, the crazy stuff. I love it.
Yeah.
I do love it. So and it makes good content for tutorials and all that
Yep.
type of stuff. So I would definitely say that would probably be my preference to do that type of stuff. But I love my short nail people because I do. It just depends, but I'll do like 6 to 10 people in a day. So
Wow.
if I get short nail people, I'm like, I get a little break. I don't
Yeah,
have to think too
not-
much.
Oh,
I can just
okay.
lay it on there and be
Right.
done. Because it actually takes like a lot of energy to like those long sets. Sometimes I'm like,
I
I'm
can't
tired.
imagine
I
the
can't
time and
imagine
the detail that you have to put into doing like these long sets, these dramatic looks.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Gems and-
But I couldn't imagine when somebody comes in, can they walk in and ask for that,
Or they
or
have
do you
to
need to
schedule
schedule an
that?
appointment?
That would more so be like scheduling
Yeah,
appointments.
okay.
And
Like a
we're
hairdo.
more
Throw that on me.
Yeah, the nail bar is more of a appointment, private nail tech type
Okay.
situation
Okay.
over there.
Okay.
So that'd be more that. But yeah, no, you can't just walk in for that.
If somebody
my
wants
gosh.
to, are you guys taking new clients? Like, how does that work? Like, say somebody's
Yes.
watching this and they didn't know you or they know of you, but they're like, I went to somebody else. I don't know how to get in with them or how that works. I heard it is a private boutique. What's the deal? Can they get in? How does that work?
Yes, they can definitely get in. We have a booking website. So our website, the website is jessicadanielledales.com, and there's a button to hit book now, and then it'll direct you to the booking website. So you can book on there, and it has all 11 nail techs on there. So there's 11 nail techs on there. You can pick what service you want. It shows you the dates and times that they're open. So
How do
that's the
people
best
not
way
just try to
book.
pick you all the time? Are you on there?
Yes, I am.
So when they're going to be
Currently,
like,
I
your
actually-
name is on there,
I
they're
actually
like,
go on and off depending
oh,
on.
okay. Because I'd be
depending
like,
if
give
I'm
me the
getting-
person.
Yeah.
Her name is on the building. I want her.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So no, I mean, people, we all have different styles, and they're just as talented. So
Yeah.
you find your person, you find who you click with, and all that type of stuff too. So no, they get booked. They do a great job as well. They are super talented, and some of them even have different styles. Like I have some girls, they literally draw cartoon characters, and they're literally amazing. They're so amazing, and I'm just like, I don't want to do that.
Right,
I
it's
don't
not your
Right, I
thing.
can't
Okay, so you don't want to.
I don't want
Right,
to draw
right. I
that.
can't
Yeah.
I like the glitz, the glam, the art, the glitter,
Yeah.
the cutting acrylic and doing this and that and stuff.
Yeah.
The cartoons and stuff. It's not my favorite. Will I do it? Yes.
Okay.
But
I got somebody to do it, so
Yes,
y'all
They
can
love
learn
it.
they're amazing and they love it.
That's good. That's
So
what you
to
want.
me, I'm like, go to them because that's what they
Yeah.
love
Right.
to do.
Right.
You
So,
want Mickey Mouse,
yes.
We're
go
doing
to
some
them.
progress
Yeah.
for you.
Right.
Yes.
Right. You going to Disney,
Let's
go
do
to
that.
them.
Okay, I like the second one. Or just
All
this
right.
fourth one.
This fourth one is client convo or peace and quiet. So when you go to the nail shop, this is a good question, like the
That is
barber
a
shop
really
too.
good question.
Yeah. I like
Are
this
you, or this like an Uber? You be in an Uber,
Yeah.
and you can set this on the Uber app. I don't know if you can set it on your nail tech app, but when you go
Don't talk to
I
me.
know, like shut up and do my nails. What do you like? Do you like a quiet do you like client convo? Do you want to be talking to your nail tech? Or do you want peace and quiet? Do you just want to sit there and quietly get your nails done and relax? So you tell us in the comments, do you prefer to have the conversation with your nail tech or do you prefer peace and quiet? Lily,
I'm a quiet person.
you are?
But okay,
You're so
why
funny.
is it always a story with
Lily,
me? So-
you're a talker and you're quiet. It is
I know
funny.
I am a talker once I get to know you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but if I don't know you, I just want you to do my nails.
Yeah.
I need to put myself out there a little bit more
Mm-hmm.
and be more of a talker while they're doing, because I don't want them to feel like I don't want to talk
talk.
to them. But sometimes it's okay to just sit back and just
That's
get
fair.
your nails done. You don't have to say
That's fair.
anything. It's the same thing like when I get my petties. Like I just like to chill.
Yeah, when I get my
Relax.
pedicures,
Yeah, I
Yeah,
like
me
to
too.
just
When I get
chill
my
and
pedis,
just
I don't
sit,
be
you know.
talking.
But if I find someone that's like I really like how they do my nails, or I like, then yeah, I want to eventually talk to them. I don't want to come every single time in
Be
silence.
silent, like,
yeah,
"Shh."
being silent.
They're like,
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
boyfriend? You got boyfriend?
You got boyfriend?
You got boyfriend?
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'm her husband. I mean, that's my wife like,
Because I get to
why they ask you about a boyfriend, babe? What's that about?
It's so interesting because it's like I'm on the show, I got the daycare, I'm talking to people all
the
day
time,
long,
right?
But I just got done telling a Bible study group last night. Yeah, I don't really like people.
That's
though.
hilarious.
It's crazy.
Little quiet.
I'm really
secret.
quiet and I'm really reserved, and I really have a small group of people that I talk to. But yeah, I mean, if I know you, yes, let's have a conversation when you're doing my nails. If I don't, I kind of want to chill, but I don't mean to offend. I just,
I'm just
That might be
I'm
with
just
the
here for
mindset that I'm
my
in.
self care.
Yeah.
Right.
Adriana
Said I'm
said
quiet.
talk. My mom said client combo. Somebody, Miss LJ said peace and quiet.
She goes
I go
to sleep every time.
You go to sleep in your nails, that girl?
Man,
I
shit.
hear that. Everybody heard toes.
She said, "I'm a
toes.
quiet talker too, Lily." Price.
They said
Thank you.
it's live in the nail bar.
It's hard to not-
I think getting my nails done, like, I don't care. Like, if you're talking to me, I'll talk back. Like, sometimes I can just chill and sit there too. I remember I got a massage one time. I was like, dude, quit talking.
Yeah. Don't
I
talk
am
to
not
me. when
here
you
for
rub
that.
my
Nah,
back.
right.
Don't
I
here
gotta
for
relax.
Like, I
That's-
love this.
What was that
Love
show
you
we
wanna
had
talk.
for pet peeves? Yeah, don't talk to me while you give me a
Talk to while I'm
massage.
getting my massage.
Just-
But what
I
about
wanna
you when
talk.
you're doing the nails? Are you kind of like locked in? Like, girl, quit talking to me. I'm trying to focus. Or you want to talk and have that conversation? But don't offend your clients out there.
I know, but tell us the truth. But here comes the truth, ladies and gentlemen. Only on Lucas Live News, breaking news.
Say, the way your personality is, it seems like you're like a therapist, like
Yeah.
nail
Yeah.
therapist.
I
Like,
think
can
you
see
are
you
what you need to
helping
be for people.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see her helping
I think
people
that's
while she's
exactly
doing
what
nails.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm gonna really be what I need for people. I think that's really a great way to sum it up. If I catch the vibe, like, you know, I'm one of them people I can read the room. So
Yeah.
if they want to be quiet, I'm gonna be.
Yeah.
And then sometimes they will be talking to me. So the other nail techs know this, the clients may not know this, and they laugh at me all the time. Because they're like, you're not even paying attention
You
to
be
what your
turning on
clients
that auto.
They're all talking. And sometimes I'm in my head, I got a lot going on during the day. You know what I'm saying? Especially with opening this new shop. Sometimes I'm on the phone trying to do stuff, trying to talk to contractors, handle stuff. So, or I'll get off the phone, I'm still in my head. Like, I'm still trying to figure things out. So sometimes they'll be talking to me, and I'll just be like, wow, that's crazy.
I know, right.
But I'm really having a whole staff meeting in my head.
That's hilarious. No way.
Like, wow.
That's good to hear. They're like, my cat died. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Wait. I'm sorry.
Catch me not paying attention sometimes.
Right.
It's really just because I'm in my head. I'm trying to talk to myself. I'm trying to figure things out. But I do. For the most part, I do try to read the room. I try to pay attention to what they need. Sometimes clients really do need to talk. I've had clients in my chair that have cried, that have come in mad, that you really experience all of that. And then sometimes people do come and tell me, they're like, Jessica, thank you just so much for being somebody that I can talk to, that I can talk about my stuff, and and knowing that it's not going to get repeated and stuff like that too. So it's a safe space to really it's a safe space to really vent and kind of get some things out sometimes too. And I mean, sometimes I do the same because I get close to my clients and I do the same thing too. So it's honestly, like, it's dope.
Yeah,
it's pretty dope.
I really love that. And I always hear people, like, in services, like, some hairstylists, braiders, nail techs. There's those certain people that you go in and it's like a therapy session. Like, you go in and it's like, oh, it's time to decompress with my girl. Like, I always see funny like TikToks, like, it's time to get my nails done, aka my therapy session. Like, I need this. But when we think about that, like, even like guys going like to the barbershop, y'all have y'all got guys talking there. Just a way to decompress. You're going to take care of yourself, maintenance. And usually the person behind the chair they're passionate about this. This is what they like to do.
And they're taking care of you.
Yeah,
It's one of
they're
the few
taking
times
care of
in
you.
your life, in your day, as a busy mom or father or husband or wife or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever you are, you have these titles and roles that you play. And you go to this place to get served and cared for when 90% of your life, 95, 99% of your life is serving others, taking care of your kids, taking care of people, working your job. And you sit down and somebody is caring for you. Like, it's like almost unusual. Even at the barbershop, like, somebody is caring for you. And you're like, man. So then you feel safe to open up to them. Like, man, you care about me this much to be taking care of me. I know I'm paying you for this. But then you start having those deep conversations like, hey, man, I'm dealing with this, and this, or whatever's going on. So it's a powerful position to be someone who does something like that. It means a lot. It means a
All
lot.
right, let's do the last
All
one.
right, last
real
one.
quick.
Acrylic or gel, ladies and gentlemen. Acrylic
Gel.
or gel. Lily says gel
gel for
off
sure.
top.
Gel.
Gel for sure. Tiff, what say you over there? Let us know. Acrylic or
What say
gel.
you?
What say you, Kareen? Are you still in
Tiff
there?
does gel. Tiff, people don't know, she went to cosmetology school and she started to do gel. She like was specializing almost in like gel nails. So Tiff worked at a few salons. She does my toes. I don't like getting my nails done like that, but I do like it on my toes. She got me hooked. I did not want her to do that because I said once I like something, I do keep going. And now that's a maintenance. I gotta
Right.
upkeep it. And I'm not a big like go get my nails done. Go like I do my own lashes sometimes now. Like I just found a girl that can do my eyebrows. So I don't know. I'm not a big maintenance girl. I'll do it at home.
Right.
I do my own thing at home. I'll sit down on
Or
a
here.
Sunday.
Sometimes, you know, you might.
Hey now.
What? Where's the
Tell
mirror
my
at?
business.
Sometimes she might.
Honestly.
Sometimes she might throw on some
know
lashes
that.
around here. I'd be like, what are these things laying around? Anyway.
It's the environment. You see,
Listen,
I am
you
healing.
gotta do what you gotta do.
Okay.
I know, it's a very comfortable
It's a
work
positive
environment
work environment.
when you
They
can
don't
throw your
know.
lashes on when you
Yeah,
need to.
I got all my work done for the day.
I
and
don't
was
know how to
like,
do that
that's
either.
You don't
tight.
have to do that.
But okay, what do you prefer to get, and then what do you prefer to do? I already know the answer, but go ahead.
Acrylic.
I already know.
I definitely prefer acrylic on me, and I would say that I specialize in acrylic. So
Yeah.
that's like that's my forte. That's my specialty. That's what I've designed my own acrylic powder system and everything like that.
Yes.
And so to me, I'm like, this is me. This is what
This
I
is
did.
it.
Like,
This
yes.
is the way to go.
Yes.
And people
Wait a
can
minute,
purchase.
wait, back that up.
I know.
This is Jessica.
I
know.
need you to back that up.
This is
for a second.
different. She
I know.
ain't. She's not like us.
Say,
So,
did you designed your own acrylic powder?
Yes. So they call it white
Wow.
labeling. Yes, they call it white labeling. So but that's what I've done. I've white labeled my own products and came out with my own product line.
Yep.
So
Oh my gosh,
On
that
top
is
of
so
that,
awesome.
yeah.
you got nail polish. You got acrylic powder.
yes, I have it. Well, we literally have everything. We have acrylic brushes. We have some nail art stuff. The monomer, the acrylic powder. Tools that you need. Just
Like a whole
nail
starter
files,
kit, right?
literally,
You can
yes.
get a whole starter
I
kit
actually
on there?
do have a whole starter kit for people that are beginning. I actually put a whole starter kit together, and I'm putting everything, and I'm actually building on it as well. But I'm giving you everything that you need from start to finish to do a whole full set. So you could actually purchase
Wow,
it, and then
that's
you got a chance to
awesome.
make thousands off of it.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
so that's
Wow.
that's literally been my vision, and then perfecting it, which is I'm still I sell it online currently, but I'm still always trying to perfect it, get everything on it, and just
Yeah.
have it all the way perfect. But I also include step by step what to
Yeah.
use and how to use it. So everything in the kit also has the instructions. Step 1, this is what you use. This is
Could I do it?
and then
I've
it's
never done nails before. Could I could somebody like
She
me
sniffed
like
to
get
it.
it and be like follow directions?
But that's
I don't
honestly
know.
how
I
I've
don't
tried
know.
to make it, so that way somebody that has no clue of what they're doing could
Yeah.
be like, okay, this is where I start.
Yeah.
So
All right,
Yeah.
Danny.
All right,
That's
Danny.
what we doing.
Live on the show.
All right.
Somebody asked, and I have a question about this. They said gel or dip powder. Can you please explain to me though what the dip powder is, how to use it? I always see like videos,
sound like
and it's
some-
still so confusing to me. I
Okay.
don't get what's going on.
Gel or dip powder. Well, I'm not going to say gel or dip powder. Dip powder is acrylic.
Okay.
They have literally marketed dip powder to be something so extravagant and special, and
Wow.
it's not.
It's just
It's
acrylic.
not. Dip powder comes in the same jar as my acrylic. So you can use this jar for dip powder, or you can use this jar for acrylic. The way it is applied is dip powder is applied with a glue, and acrylic is applied with the monomer. That's literally the only difference. It is the same
Interesting.
substances. Like the only different like chemical part of it is applying it with the gel over here. And then applying with the liquid. So that's literally the only difference. But dip is acrylic. So people are always like, I want dip, and I'm like, dip, just get the acrylic
What's the
on.
difference? Like, it's like a thing right now, but like
It's not.
It
You're
is.
saying, oh, good. It's just glue, or
It's just
how you apply it.
Yes, it's literally just
Right.
how you apply
It's,
it.
I was going to use a
Yeah,
bad.
you brush on the glue and then you put on the acrylic, but it is literally just acrylic.
Right.
Is
So-
it like why do they come up with this different way? I know things are like we get innovative and just change some things up.
sell
Like,
more
is
stuff.
it better? Like you still prefer the regular acrylic, but
Look,
like
I've been looking at my
why
nails
do we?
the
Why
entire
does it
time.
even exist? Like
What are we doing
I don't
here?
know, but probably just honestly
together.
just trends, just something coming out. I mean, dip powder has honestly been even when I first started doing stuff, they had dip powder, and then it circles back around. So everything kind of just comes back around. Like everything that's coming out, like now airbrush designs are popular again. We were doing airbrush.
Oh, really? It's time for you to get back to it.
But
Time
the
for you
new
to go
generation
back.
of nail techs are like, oh my gosh, an airbrush machine, and we're like, yeah, we already been there, done that.
Look at
I
this.
mean, yeah. So I mean, but dip powder is kind of like it's the same thing. Like they had a company that came out with that type of stuff back in the day. So it's just kind of circulating back around. It's just a different way to apply nails. It's a different way to enhance and
question.
Get on
stuff.
the thing. Get on the thing.
See that,
Oh,
Mike?
okay.
What's your question?
Tiff has a question.
Since you said that, with
Tiff has a
airbrush
question.
coming back,
With airbrush coming back,
what do you think is easier, because it's essentially the same thing and all you're doing is putting on a top coat, doing French tip airbrush or doing
Oh, that's a
regular
good
airbrush?
question.
so the question
Good.
was, what
French tip. So she asked.
our producer
do you
Tiff
prefer
asked.
doing like or the different what the difference is, or do you prefer
Like, what do you think is easier? Do you think it's about
airbrush
doing
French
airbrush
tip
regular?
or the paint? Because right now when I go get my toes in, they're
gonna
painting
hit
that.
extra step.
They're painting that. Yeah, that they're like going all the way up. Yeah, explain that.
I would probably say that the airbrush French tip is going to be faster.
Yeah.
Probably easier, but you would have to put something down to hold it so you can spray
Right.
that
Spray,
perfect
yeah.
line and stuff.
Right.
I personally I will not airbrush a French tip. I don't want to. I
Does it
like
chip?
painting it on.
I think it chips.
I don't know if it would chip. I think that would more so depend on the top coat. I don't really know about that, and I can't really tell you because I have not.
Oh,
done a
never
French-
do
airbrush
it?
French
Yeah.
tip.
I can't tell you because I ain't doing it. I thought y'all heard me. I will not.
Because I prefer to hand paint them because I feel like so the French tip that's currently popular is like the deep French tip, so
Yes.
it goes all the way up
Yes,
the
I like
sides
that.
and
Yeah.
comes down low.
Yes. Oh,
wow.
So I feel like that's going to be harder to achieve with the
I
airbrush, and then you're
need
going to have to
to
go back and
step
clean up
it
the
the
sides and
freak
stuff
up.
Okay.
too. So I just would rather prefer to draw it on.
Okay.
A little bit more control.
I
too,
have a
so.
question
Okay.
for you.
Really got to step it up, she said.
So one of the things, this is actually, wait a minute, I think LaJuana said that. It's great information.
The great info.
This is great
absolutely.
information.
It
'Cause a
really
lot of-
is.
Your website
I mean,
and
look at all the
everything.
women that go
Yes.
get their nails and stuff. They need to know what they're putting on their nails, what folks are using. One of the things that keeps me from getting my nails done is that when I go to some nail shops, they will shave down my actual nails, like this top part,
Yeah.
like with a, what is that, like
the
a
nail filer?
with a nail
the
filer.
E-file, the
Yeah.
nail
Yeah.
drills, the
Drill.
E-file, the nail
And,
drill.
yeah,
Yes.
and I just
Drill.
and then they'll
Smell it
apply the
smoking.
gel and all of that, and then if
The nail
I
comes
stop
off.
getting my nails done,
Your
then
nails
they
look
break off
crazy.
because they're very thin.
Brittle.
So, is it possible to go and not get that done, or what is the benefit of getting that part done,
Yeah.
or do you even do that?
Great
it's like
question.
three questions.
Everybody
Do you do
listen
that?
in.
This is a great question.
No, I
Yes,
do.
I was-
I've seen
okay.
girls
Just about to
because what
say,
I
okay.
see is I know girls who once they got their nails done, they had to always get their nails done.
Yeah.
Or once a nail came off, whatever that little Teenage Mutant Ninja nail look under there, I'd be like, Lord, girl, what happened to you? I was like, yikes. She was like, my nail came off. I'm like, look, your whole hair about to fall off, girl.
Ninja
You
nail.
got,
No,
you
yeah,
got
so
frostbite,
that's a
girl.
good question.
Okay,
Talk
go
to
ahead.
us about
Okay,
that.
so this is for everybody. So
Lean
everybody
in.
listen.
Listen, y'all.
I
Listen
need to
close.
hear
Good
it.
This
question.
is so important. If your nails are so thin and they are damaged and all that stuff from getting your nails done, you're going to the wrong nail
Let's
tech.
go.
All right.
Okay.
You're going to the wrong nail tech because is that step necessary? Absolutely, because you need to remove the shine off of the nail so that way everything can adhere, because if they're shiny, when you start applying the product, it can later
Okay.
on it can slip right off, come
Yeah.
right off, whatever the case is, break off. So that part is necessary because
Okay.
you have to dehydrate the nail so that way it can adhere to the nail, because that's what make the product bond to the nail plate. So yes, it's necessary. But if they should not be shaving it out. All they're doing is removing the shine. So
Yeah.
in
It
order
doesn't
to
take
remove
that
the
much.
shine,
You
it
don't
does
need all
not
of
take
that.
that much
Oh,
at
yeah.
all. So
That's a little
it
buck.
shouldn't be hurting. It shouldn't be ruining your nails. It shouldn't be like, oh my gosh, my nails just keep breaking off. It should
Yes.
not. So that is most likely an inexperienced nail tech. So you need to either tell them. I always tell people, like, tell the person that you're going to so they can try to fix it or make it better. And if they
Yeah.
don't try to fix it, then go somewhere else.
Right.
But try to support the people because they're trying to make it too. Maybe they don't know that they're doing it. So
Yeah.
tell them, hey,
Yeah.
my nails hurt. They're being too thin.
Yeah.
Like, is there something that you can do about it? And that's on them whether they get the education or not.
Yeah.
But absolutely. But yes, your nails should not be like
I
that.
remember being
Okay.
younger and getting my nails
thought it was
done. Like when they
supposed
would
to be like
grow
that.
out, I would have
Okay,
this
so now I
indent.
know.
I used to see that. They had them
That's
in
a
there.
process.
And I remember them putting it
Yeah.
on one time, and it was
Yeah.
like burning. I'm like, dang, because my nails were so thin. I think it was
Yes.
right on my nail bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo.
Okay.
All right.
That was a great conversation.
That was.
that is.
Thank you guys.
we-
Keena Woods, we see you in here. Tiki, we see you guys. Thank
They
you all
laughing
for
at you.
being
Why they laughing at you?
them Teenage
What'd you
Mutant
say?
Ninja nails. I don't know. I'm telling y'all, I don't know.
You said
I'm
that.
sorry.
You said that.
That's just what I was seeing coming up. I
So
don't know.
before
In
we
the
do go,
90s.
I think we're gonna keep you on for this game, and we're
Yes.
gonna go to our mayor's corner too. But this segment, we're gonna end this segment a little bit, but we do want anybody out there. We put the website in there, but if you got social media, put your social media in there. Let them know where to find you, and what's your website again?
Now, she's not going anywhere, y'all.
Not
She's going to
going
tell us
nowhere.
something.
She's gonna stay
And we
with us
have
for a little
another
bit.
game with more questions that we're going to be asking you guys
Yes.
to participate in. The next game is back to kind of our first game, not about nails, but you guys stay and participate.
Pack it or pass it.
Pack it or pass it. We're going to be talking about things we're going to take into our future or things we're going to leave behind. If you guys missed that, don't miss that coming up here in a second. But yeah, and we're going to go to a couple more segments we got to show you. But Jessica, how can people get a hold of your social media if they're missing all this wonderful social media?
I am literally Jessica Danielle Nails on every
Let's go.
every social
There we go.
media
Love
platform,
that.
which is also another business tip. Branding,
Yes.
branding is important.
Branding.
Branding is important. So my name is literally Jessica Danielle Nails on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. We're Jessica Danielle the Nail Bar. We have a Facebook page, and then Jessica Danielle on just Facebook. That's my regular page, but that's where I post most of my stuff at too as well. So
Let's
Sweet,
go.
sweet,
Love
sweet.
it. Love it. Love it.
All right, so before we get into pack it or pass it, we are gonna just transition into our mayor's corner.
It is our mayor's
real
week
quick, okay?
this week, but the mayor
Real quick.
and Christian could not make it this week.
Nope.
But they don't play about us.
Listen, so I had all these
Okay,
ideas.
they don't
of
play. The
how
mayor don't
we
play about
could,
Lucas Live.
You know, make this happen, and I sent Christian some ideas, and she shot me back videos of the mayor. I said,
They
okay.
ain't playing, man.
So
That's- yeah.
I want you guys to check out this video from the mayor and our chief of the fire
Fire
department,
department,
Akbar Bennett. And we'll be right back to kind of just talk about some of those points and educate you on what's happening in the community right now. But this is the mayor's corner, and here is our mayor, Mayor Scheer.
Hey Lucas Live family, it's Canton Mayor Bill Scheer here. I couldn't make it this week, but I wanted to let you know that we're celebrating Community Development Week. CD is one of the most important tools we have to improve the quality of life for all of our residents. From our Veterans Home Improvement Program to helping folks buy their first home, CD helps keep our community moving forward. To our Community Development Department and Director Sharice Freeman, we're grateful for all you do. Learn more at cantonohio.gov/community development. Take care.
Hi, I'm Canton Fire Chief Akbar Bennett, and we're celebrating Community Development Week. We're grateful to partner with the CD offer the Silver Safety Home Improvement Program to seniors in our community. The program helps low to moderate income seniors with their health and safety needs. My team comes in and helps our seniors to get carbon monoxide, smoke detectors, handrails, and so much more. You can learn more at cantonohio.gov/community development. And by the way, thank you for what you do.
All right, we are back. We are back. It is the Mayor Corner segment. So shout out to our mayor, Mayor Scheer, and
His community
and
communications
Christian Turner.
director.
Christian Turner for helping put that together, and Chief
Akbar Bennett.
So let's break this down a little bit for you guys. So we're talking about Silver Safety Home Improvement, and what that is just something for our elders in the community. Okay, so this program is designed for the residents here in Canton, Ohio, who need help for like home modifications for like any safety things they may need.
I love this.
Yes, yeah, me too.
Yeah.
So they said that the fire department went into they go into homes, they check on the smoke detectors, handrails. I know for sure when my grandma was alive, she utilized all of those services. She had her handrail put in on her house.
Yeah.
She always had her detectors always checked and make sure they were
They
up to
wasn't
date.
beeping?
It would not.
Mine only beep at night though.
Yeah, no.
Mine only beep at
You know
night.
what's crazy,
Because I be
y'all?
looking to fix them when I'm awake, and I be like, where does it? It'd be like,
The other
it be holding
day,
his breath or something. I be
do
like,
y'all have a junk drawer at home, like a
Yeah,
drawer you
yeah, I
can
got-
put stuff
yeah.
in? Okay, so my detector fell down, you know, so I didn't put it back up. I put it in my drawer.
Oh, that
and
was
the
smart.
other day, stuff
That's
is
not
just,
good.
I know.
That's no bueno.
Okay,
That's not junk.
that's not junk, Daddy.
And I'm walking around the house like, what? Where that
Akbar,
coming from?
please help her.
The detector was literally in my junk drawer, just a beeping, beep, beep. I said, oh, Lord, it's batteries in there. I didn't know it was batteries. That's
Like-
Sometimes I feel like me and you are the same person.
Oh, my
because
goodness.
I sure would be like, okay, I'll do this later. Put it in the junk drawer.
I know. I got life insurance. So they get renter's insurance.
Look, there's
But
another
listen,
one upstairs.
But listen,
Just in
so
case.
the community is offering Silver Safety Home Improvement, okay?
Christian
So-
said she can answer questions. She said they got rained out or they got delayed because of the
because of the
weather.
weather.
So she can
Okay.
answer questions if we need
All
it.
right,
If
so
people
you
have
can-
questions about these programs, let us know in the comments. And Christian's here in the comments to answer questions, the communication director for the city of Canton.
And
Thank you
she's
so
doing an
much,
amazing
Christian.
job. She
yes.
is a great
I think this is
representation.
another one
And her
of those,
newspaper just came back out.
Canton
The Canton Connection is
I got it,
out.
too.
Oh,
I got
sorry,
it.
okay. Oh,
She
yeah,
asked
yeah.
me,
That's
yeah, she asked me. I'm like, yeah, I got it. Now, here's your answer. Yes, I got it in the mail.
Yep.
Yes, yes.
Hey, listen, I throw all my junk mail away, but I seen that. I said, oh, keeping that.
Keeping
right
that,
there.
keeping that.
Keeping that.
Don't throw
keeping
that in the recycle
forever.
bin. Keep
okay?
that.
But
Right.
the purpose of the Silver Safety Home Improvement programs is to keep our seniors safe.
Yeah.
Keep them, they got ramps, like again, handrails, smoke detectors, and grab bars, things like that. So
Yeah.
showers, things like that. So just to keep our seniors safe. There is an eligibility requirement. When she say change your smoke detector battery, I know. I need to too. Change the batteries, guys.
Yeah.
Keep it up to date.
I changed one of mine, so it's only one beep going on now. in the
Oh,
house.
stop.
I don't. I'm serious. This just happened the other day. And the battery was like $5. I was like, is my family worth $5? Like, yeah, they are. They are. So I got it was $5 for Energizer. I was like, and then I was gonna get the generic. I'm like, my family's worth more than the generic.
They are worth.
Let me get the Energizer.
Yeah, don't get the generic.
$5. Duracell.
Duracell.
Something. The copper top or
All
something.
right, so
Okay.
only eligible seniors can qualify for this. So you must be a Canton resident.
Christian, you could tell us what eligible seniors are, what age that is. Go ahead.
Yep, you must meet income guidelines and you must be age qualified. So Christian can let us know what those age qualifications are. But if you are interested in applying, you can go to cantonohio.gov/housing programs. You can email communitydevelopment@cantonohio.gov, or you can call down there at 330-489-3040 to get some more information about that. They also have the Veterans Home Improvement Program happening, and that is just them supporting veterans, and it's just another powerful program.
Yeah.
So that initiative helps military veterans and homeowners in Canton with the same types of things,
Yes.
handrails, just safety things for
Yep. Steps,
for
porches,
homes.
ramps,
Yep.
doors.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep. So again, you can apply with the same contact information. CantonOhio.gov/housing programs, or that email that I mentioned earlier, or you can give them a call.
I think these are great programs.
Absolutely.
I think it goes back to what we were talking about earlier, where there are programs within your city
Yes,
that we
you
don't
just
really
don't know about.
Yep.
And so when you think about your grandparents or just the neighbor next
Yes.
door
Yes.
that might be elderly, just seeing
How they
like,
gonna
hey,
climb up there and
how
change
are they
that
gonna
smoke
climb up
detector?
there and change certain things?
Right.
And I just think that these things are important. So folks out there, church, when you're at church,
Yes.
the
Good
mother
point.
of the church, the
Yeah.
folks that are sitting in the front.
Good point.
Just check on them, like, hey, and right now a lot of churches have like someone that supports, right? Like there's a person that you can connect to, connect to them and say like, hey, the sister so-and-so need this or what have you.
Yes.
Because even in my mind, like Danny, you mentioned your my grandmother, my grandparents, all of them have passed now, but I think, man, they would have really all benefited from this.
Yeah.
All
Yeah.
of them, because they lived in 2-story homes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of our older folks, they do live in 2-story homes
Yep.
and things like that. So
And
we
if they've
want them
lived
to be
there
able
for
to
a
get
long
around.
time, yeah.
Yep.
Sometimes even the handrails are loose and things
Yes.
like that.
Yep. Yes.
And
And
just
that
at the
was my
time when they need it the
grandma's.
most,
Yep.
it's been worn out because the grandkids
Yep.
been over there
Yeah.
swinging on it and playing
Yep.
on it, and stuff's
Yeah.
not working
My
the way
grandma
it's
had a
supposed
dog,
to.
and so she would chain her dog up to the rail, and so after a while,
Yep.
it got a little loose. But then
Yeah.
at that point, she needed it,
Yeah.
so she couldn't get down those steps. So
Yeah.
they came in, the city came in and put a guard or a handrail on like right where she would walk down. So it was like her old one, and then the one they put in, and they also put one in her bathroom too,
Yeah.
or by her toilet and,
Yep.
and in the shower for her.
That's
So
awesome.
she has some support.
And you
That's
just
great.
never, and our veterans as well, and
Yeah.
and that's really important. And it's more than just code inspection. A lot of times, if you buy a new home, you got to get these things done, and it's like code. There's a reason for those things.
Yeah.
So shout out to them. And also, Christian said there is a way for others to just get smoke detectors if you need it. You just need to take your ID.
Down to Station 1.
And a bill down to Station 1. You get some
Yep.
smoke detectors and
That's
get
awesome.
that beeping.
Yeah.
Unless you can't sleep without the beep, because sometimes I'll be like, I need that beep to go to sleep. All right. No?
need help.
All right.
You
I don't
need-
know. I'm just so
seriously,
used to
you
it.
need
I'm
help.
so used to it.
Christian also said carbon monoxide is a silent killer. I own my home now, and we have a gas stove, and we just
Mm-hmm.
got gas in the house. And that, okay, y'all gonna judge me, but my batteries is
here
dead.
we go.
My batteries is dead.
This
but
poor child. Somebody
I
help
had
her
good
out.
intentions.
Christian, somebody send somebody to her house.
Because when I moved in, I got the 2-in-1, the
Oh, good.
the smoke alarm
And
and
the-
the carbon
Yeah, you
monoxide
spent the
one.
extra money.
I did.
40,
and
50 bucks.
I did.
And
I
you
did.
threw it in a drawer.
I did.
Great. Yikes.
But at least I knew, at the beginning there wasn't no carbon
was good.
monoxide leak. I didn't want that.
All right.
I own my home now, and I just,
Yeah.
and then I guess it could have happened in the home that I rented
Absolutely.
too. But I just wanted to be safe. So I
You
did
should
do
still
that.
want to be safe. You know your furnace
Make
and
sure you
anything.
get that battery in there.
I'm about
Yeah,
to. I'm gonna
today.
do it when I go home.
Because
Okay,
I hate
okay.
coincidences. And they were like, remember they was just talking about that on
Oh,
the news.
stop
talking
it.
about
All right,
it.
now I'm
Man,
gonna go home
please
and
do.
get that. But
All
thank
right.
you, Christian. Thank
Yes.
you to the mayor. Again, I really love that we can do this and we can have this platform to be able to connect stories like this, what's happening in the community. Shout out to the community workers downtown Canton. I think it's Community Worker Week. I think that's what it is.
Is it? Okay.
I think that's what they
Somebody
'cause
tell us in the
Christian,
comments.
you guys are at what event are you at that has had the delay? They couldn't be here because of something that was
Was it the
happening
Thurman
this week.
Munson
Fair housing.
dedication? Oh, no, it wasn't that. Oh, that's tonight. Okay.
And yeah, so tonight
Yes.
at Thurman Munson, they're in our sports segment earlier. Tiff mentioned that
The Bulldogs baseball team kicks off their season.
happening tonight. So there's a youth celebration happening at 6:30, and then the mayor is actually going to be throwing the first pitch
How
at
cool.
7:00
wanna
at
do
Thurman
that.
Munson. So he had a little photo shoot. I thought I missed it. I seen the photo shoot like, whoa, I missed this.
I used to work at that
It's happening
stadium.
tonight.
Me too,
I
back in
did.
the
It was my
day.
first job.
What?
Interesting. Oh, well, now they hooked it up now. It's like-
Yeah, now
they
it's
got
all
new turf
plush.
and clean
Like,
and
what?
plush. It's nice out there now.
So this
It's right around the corner
was
from us.
our mayor segment. Again, we're just grateful that we're able to have this platform to be able to connect the things that are happening in the community with the people. And we are going to continue to do this with other organizations in the community just to bring you some insight, what's happening, what you can sign your kids up for, what you can sign your grandparents up for, what you can sign up for, grants, all types of things to help us thrive and move forward as a community. We are going to transition real quick to our Mentor Start moment. It was not working earlier, but we want you guys to see again what's happening in the community. And when we get back, we're playing another round of Pack It or Pass It with our girl Jessica, and we will see you right after this. Ooh. Shout out to Mentor Stark and
Yes.
Lori Moline over there making things happen. Listen, you guys can go and visit mentorstark.org for all of the things that are happening in the city. All the what you just seen in that mashup is all on the website. If you missed it, go there and check it out. A lot of fun things happening. You know, it is what month are we in? April.
It's April.
So look, I had look a couple more months and we are already into summer.
Today is 4/25/25.
It's I know.
Anybody ready to play the numbers? No,
Right.
You got the family
But
members. We playing the
I've
numbers.
seen, in Richmond, Walking with a Purpose, Miss Tori finds a lot of, summer programs happening, things to get the kids involved in.
Yep.
So make sure you guys take advantage of those things. I know in Richmond has $15 registration fees for some of these programs. That is nothing.
Yes. Right.
Okay, so I want to get my baby into the hip hop dance, even wanting to dance, my little dancer, little singer. So $15 is nothing to get our kids involved, especially in things like enrichment in the arts and stuff. So shout out to Mentor Stark and Lori Moline over there. All right, so we're going to get into Pack It or Pass It, and we're going to play with our girl Jessica. She's going to stay with us until the end of the show. Yes. All right, so we are talking about growth, right? This is our growth era edition, okay? So this is relationships and people. I'll help read this one. I don't know why I didn't bullet point this one. It looks a little crazy.
That's all right.
I'm sorry. But you're headed into your next season of life. What are you taking with you, and what is getting left at the gate? And we're talking about relationships and people.
Okay.
So friends who only call when they need something.
Jessica, let's go to our guest. Are you keeping them? Are you packing them and taking them into your future? Are you passing and leaving them behind? Friends who only call when they need something.
Friends who only call when they need something. Am I taking them into my future?
If you could slide a little closer to your mic, because we want to make sure we hear you.
Make sure we hear this.
Yes.
Friends that only call when they need something. I don't know. I'm going to say maybe I'll pass it. I think I might pass it because sometimes that's draining energy when they don't. I feel like friends should. Yeah, I am going to pass it. You need people that you need to be able to fill their cup and they need to be able to fill your cup. Now, if you need something in this area of your life, I might need something in this area of my life. So as long as I can feed into you in some way and you can feed into me, that's cool. But if you only calling just for me to pour your cup, then I'm going to pass.
Let's go pass.
I like that.
Like that. Love that.
I feel like I would pass too, but I do feel like there are people in my life that I do consider a friend, but I know where our friendship stands. I know I'm not going to kick it with you. We just don't do that. I know you do call when you need to know this or you want to know that. Or, hey, Danny, how you? Or can you call that girl? Or can you? So sometimes it's like almost like a business friendship where we're just like talking about like, you know what I mean? Or like
transactional.
Yeah, a transactional friendship, and we keep it at that. And no hard feelings with that. Like, but maybe there are events like a women's empowerment thing, like, hey girl, would you want to go to that? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Because I got my people that we mutual, but then there's those people that are just distant friends maybe that, it is transactional. So I don't know. I guess,
you have to define a friend at that point.
Yeah.
Because the question is
someone
that
said
really
associates.
a friend? Right. So that's a good. I mean, maybe you consider them friends. That's okay. But I think to each his own. People gotta decide, is that really a friend to you? That's up to you. Lily, what do you say?
I don't have a good answer for this.
You don't have an answer?
I mean, I feel like
she's passing it. What are you doing?
You guys don't watch Housewives of Beverly Hills, do you?
Nah,
dang it.
No, sorry. But somebody in the audience might. Go ahead.
Garcelle said, please just, I don't want you to ask me any more questions. I don't want to answer any more questions today.
I'm done with this.
No, I'm not a good friend. So I'm absolutely honest about that. Like, I'm there when people need me.
Yeah.
Like, but I'm not a good if someone I think about them and I'll pray when they cross my mind.
Wonderful.
Or I intend to, but I don't.
I intend to pray.
No,
I was just about to pray for you. You broke your leg, man. I should have been praying, man. If only I had prayed, you'd have been all right.
I intend to check, so I wouldn't want someone passing on me. I'm honest that I'm not one of those women that have like a BFF and I talk to her all the time. Like, I have kids, and this is an excuse, but I have 3 kids. I have a husband, I have a business, and I have
people got businesses.
I got Lucas Live. He's down my neck all the time.
I know, right? Get in here. Hurry
up.
And
I love people, and I care for them. But when I have a moment of like peace, I take it.
Yeah.
And I don't end up on
And
the phone with people, and I don't.
But you got
chatter
time
with
to
people.
be acting like the Little Mermaid on chairs, though.
I do.
That's what I saw. That's what I know.
But that's her
I know that
husband.
much. I don't know what that was about.
That's her
I was like,
husband.
why is she swimming in the air on a chair?
I do that for my husband.
I don't know what that was.
Sierra,
I don't know if she was Sierra.
The chair is
Like
right
this
here.
wasn't no Sierra.
I'll do it right here on Lucas Live.
like,
I
this
told
is
you
Lily.
that.
This is not Sierra.
You ain't gotta look on
That's right
Instagram.
here.
It's right here in this kitchen,
It's right in
baby.
the kitchen.
It's right here in this chair, right here.
And the kids is like, Mom, you all right? What you doing? Stop playing on the furniture, Mom.
One of the things I want to work on is being a better friend.
Yeah.
I have really good people. Tasha Ellis, she is I always tell people she's my bestie, but I'm terrible back to her.
Yeah.
But if I need something, she is there, and vice versa. If she needs me, I'm there.
Yeah.
But I
you're
don't
not-
call
I'm
all the
inspired
time.
by
Like,
good
yeah,
friends.
yeah.
I
I
wanna
don't
be a
call
good
all the
friend.
time. I don't do all
not
those different things. It's like I have a brain that's the ADHD like, and it's just like when it's just too much going on, I have to come down. But I'm trying to be more intentional about being a better friend. So I just wouldn't want anybody to pass on me, because sometimes I will be like, oh man, I have this question, so I'll ask such and such. It doesn't mean I don't love you. Doesn't mean I don't care about you. Can you answer the question real quick?
Yeah.
So that's my long answer.
Okay.
I think for me,
I almost passed you up.
I see.
My bad.
I thought we was besties. Apparently we ain't friends no
10
more
o'clock,
either.
I was like, dang, we gotta do our scum.
Okay, yeah, we
Go
still got stuff to
ahead.
do. Yeah, friends who are, I'll probably pass, but I am a person who, like, I love loving people. So I love being a friend to people, even when not a friend to me, because I get great satisfaction out of helping people. It's just like who I am, like philanthropy. It's it's the thing I can give. If I, like right now, I don't have all the money in the world to give, but I have insight, I have information, I have, support.
Yeah.
So I give that freely. And sometimes I'd be finding myself like, man, I didn't even have time for that. I don't know how I'm so deep in this person's life, helping them with whatever it is. But I always say I've been like that since I was 12. I was in middle school counseling everybody going through their stuff, helping them with their problems. So it's just who God made me to be. So I don't mind people who need me. What I like to see in people is change. Now, I'm not judgmental. I do tell people, like, if we talk about it and your life is jacked up, and I'd be like, well, you probably should get out of the jacked up situation. I mean, you're walking into danger and then asking me how to get out of it. Stop walking into it. What are we talking about? Why am I always telling you how to get out of a fire
that's
that
the
you
one.
started?
Yeah.
You set the room on fire, and you'd be like, well, how am I always in a fire? Because you always starting fires.
doing the same
Like,
thing.
right.
Yeah.
That's just you. You're a pyro, right? Like, stop. But also at the same, I like to see people grow for their sake, not for my sake, not for my glory. Like, go tell people how much I helped you. I don't care if anybody ever knew that we talked about this. There's a lot of people I help who I don't even remember that I helped them until they tell the story later, and they be like, remember you're the one who introduced me to this person or that person, or remember you're the one who did this or that. I'd be like, I don't even remember. I was just doing what I felt I was supposed to do. So I love loving people, so I don't mind that. But it is nice to have reciprocal relationships, because it can get lonely when you don't have enough people pouring into you. And when you're always pouring out, I find myself like this, always pouring out, you find these moments in life where you feel alone and empty.
So
and you're
I can agree with that, because I feel like I pour into people a lot. I just don't keep the relationships with them. Like, people come to me, I try to give advice, and like I find myself always pouring. But and
I feel like that's
sometimes I need
those
that.
people though. You need that, because I feel like you're just doing like God's work. Like you're not maintaining the relationship, baby.
Yeah.
You're
but
fulfilling the
dropped
mission.
You gave them what they needed in that time that they needed it at.
But even hearing Jessica talk, she's saying like she's got a business mentor. And I'm like, dang, like I need
She
those
got
type
kids
of
too. She
but
got
I'm
stuff
just
too.
saying, like I would value something like that.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
You
I
read
like
the
I
podcast
know
and
that I
stuff.
need
Do you
those
read?
things.
So I will not actually sit down and read a book. I have 2 kids. I have a 14-year-old and an almost 2-year-old.
That's almost two.
Right.
So
Busy.
I
I'm
cannot
with
sit
you.
down. I cannot sit down to read a book. No, I cannot.
Yeah.
But I do listen to Audible, and I listen.
So do I. Got that Audible
I listen
subscription?
To Audible. I hop in the car. I don't really listen to music unless I'm trying to hype myself up. I do listen to my music on the way here, so I can. hype myself up.
Yes.
But I do listen to different audiobooks and stuff. Like I do that a lot.
That's
Me too.
important.
Yes.
Right? You think, that's
Yeah.
important, especially as a leader, or any just successful business owner, leader in general. I think just feeding the brain.
Yeah, you
I
have to
got a
constantly
book the other
grow.
day. How successful people grow, and one of the things in there, real quick, one of the things in there that it said is like, as when we're kids, like our bodies, we grow, like our legs get longer, our feet get bigger, things just naturally happen. But with becoming an adult, your shoe size ain't changing. Your clothes might change just because of weight getting bigger, getting smaller. But at that point, we have to do the work to help and make ourselves
minds grow,
grow.
right?
Yeah, we have
Help
to
our
do that
minds,
work
to grow as leaders and people.
Yeah,
and
so it just was talking about a lot of people, like, once we get to a certain age, we just think things are gonna keep on happening to us. We're just gonna get the wisdom and the knowledge from somewhere. No, you gotta go and do the work.
Right.
All right, so we're gonna ask about 2 more questions off of here. Let's do. We've known each other forever as the only reason why we're still cool. So this been my homegirl since I was a kid, man. What you mean? I know she. What you doing? You passing or packing? Keeping her, or you gotta?
You know what? I'ma just personal life experience. Sometimes I've tried to pack, and I've learned to start passing.
Wow.
Okay.
That's
All right.
deep.
You got to let go. I don't care, and I don't care how long we've been friends.
Oof.
You make the wrong move,
Yeah.
or sometimes you got to know when to let go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
People
got
are
to know.
real
You
funny
have to know
about
when to
that.
let go, and you have to know when to move on.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. I mean, we just grow. I mean, we grow, we grow, we
Yeah.
glow, we change, we go separate ways, I think, too. All right, what do you think, Lucas?
Yeah, I think I probably pack because I pack them in. They stay with me, but I pass in how close they are to me. Let's say so they're with me. They're not in my carry-on. Let's say they in the luggage though. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna be on the flight under the thing in the check bag. So they'll still be with me in life, but I ain't got you that close to me to where you can hurt me. So
Yeah.
I think there's a difference there.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I think that's kind of what it would
Okay.
be. Yeah.
Is
What
it
do
my
you
turn?
think? Yeah, what you think?
I'm a cutter offer. I've always had.
I'm a cutter offer.
People call me that. I'm like, there is no twice.
Yeah.
With men,
You gotta
though,
protect your peace.
It's like really messy.
And it's
I
a
don't know. I
boundary
ain't got no
thing.
problem cutting a woman off. But
Yeah.
a man, I'm like, hey, you don't do this.
You
again.
know what,
But
though?
ain't that something?
Yeah,
We
I
would cut a woman
got a
off.
thing
Oh,
for
I can't
that.
believe she
No,
was
but I
talking
got a
about
thing
me.
for that.
But
I was trying to mentor my sister, and she
Yeah.
was falling out with a friend. I said, now, you wouldn't do that with your boy. Y'all wouldn't do that with y'all boyfriends. So we got to give our
Yeah.
friends some grace.
we do, and that's why I said. But I look at.
Duh.
That's what I'm talking
Your
about.
boyfriend be being stupid sometimes too, right?
But if you're being stupid over a boy, then I'm gonna make sure that you know that you're being stupid.
Okay,
She
but
like,
a lot
see
of
ya.
times, with girls, do we fall out easier than we do with our men?
I mean, we do.
Okay.
I think so.
Why don't we give our female friends, huh?
We don't have the same. We don't.
Yeah,
have
we
the
are
same,
gonna argue though.
I
There
mean,
should be
I'm
a
not-
healthy level of that, right?
Hey, we
I'm
giving Tiff a
not,
mic next week. There's
For
no
real,
reason for her
right?
to
She
not have
real,
a
like,
mic. She got stuff to add to the
I'm
conversation.
not saying that it's right, but I feel like there's intimacy with men
Yes,
that you're
yes,
not having with
yes.
your female friends.
Yes,
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
so it's a deeper connection,
Yeah.
and it's a soul tie if you want to
Yeah.
talk about
Yes.
a spiritual.
Yeah,
Because
you're
once
right,
you're
right,
sleeping
right.
with the person,
it make you a little bit
say
tougher
what it is.
even when they're
You're right.
wrong,
Oh.
you know. But I've always been a cutter offer, and
My
people
cutoff
call
game
me
is
that.
good.
I'll be
Right.
like, okay,
Yep, you weren't that close anyway, right? What?
Okay.
Oh, you like peanut butter and jelly? I
Wait a
don't.
minute,
Get out of
hold
here.
up.
Get out of here.
No,
You
it's
out.
when they
You
do
out.
me wrong though,
Oh,
like
okay.
because my intentions,
Yeah.
not perfect, but my intentions are pure.
Yes.
And like I really genuinely like seeing families. I like seeing people happy. I like seeing people come up. I like seeing people create. Like it's genuine. So if I'm there for you, I'm supporting you, and then you do something to
Yeah.
me, I'm cutting you
I'm
off.
looking at you different.
Yeah, I'm trying to learn to give people a little bit more grace actually. So but right now I see you.
Yeah,
I see you
right. I
later,
see
but
you.
yeah.
All right, we're
Right
gonna ask
through
one
you.
more question from the next pack it or pass it category, and then we're gonna get into our Scumba and Beyond moment, and then we're gonna wrap this show up. So the next one, let's see, it's category number 4. What we got going on? What we got going on?
People who
Production
clap?
team.
Oh,
There we
okay.
go.
Oh, okay.
All right. So this is cultural and trend. Or
You
culture
put
and
a
trends.
show
I'm
together,
sorry.
Danny.
Thank you.
I was excited to come here today because I knew the show looked so good.
Thank
I was
you,
like,
thank
I'm
you.
a pusher. I
Thank
said that.
you.
I like things
Yeah,
pushing, going to the
yeah,
next level.
and
I didn't even push though. You just started doing stuff.
Yep.
I am amazed.
Isn't it amazing?
Well, it is amazing, and I noticed some differences the last time we were here, and I didn't say anything. But then coming in here today, I was like, wow. So great job, Dan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This is awesome.
Thank you. So
Yeah.
this is again our growth era pack it or pass it. So So let's do this like a flash round. We're gonna say pass or pack.
Okay, like it.
Alright,
Speed
so
round. Speed
social
round.
media validation. You passing or packing?
Pass.
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 Hard pass for me.
Hard pass. Now, in business,
Here you go. Elaborate.
in business,
Elaborate.
you need people to pay attention to your stuff, so you want to make sure it's good and that you're paying attention to, like, is it something that people want to see and not just something for me?
But also
because
keep in
I'm trying
mind that not everybody is going to like
Nope.
and want your business.
Absolutely.
So don't do it.
Correct, but that's marketing, not
That's
validation.
very good.
There we
Thank
go.
you.
There
Hey,
we go.
tell
There we go.
that.
All right.
All that.
She
All
said
that.
listening
Pass,
to
pass,
audible
pass.
books.
All right.
That's what
I know, right. That's how you do it. Go for
Right.
it. Tell us in the chat. Y'all go quick, too. Quick. All right,
Doing
next.
it for the aesthetic, even when it's not authentic.
Ooh, that's tough.
What you doing?
Ooh, hey,
And you create
listen.
content. And it's marketing.
Listen.
Come
Hey,
on now.
listen. Yes, it is marketing. Sometimes, you know what they say. Sometimes you got to fake it till you make it.
Okay.
So I'm a pack. I'm gonna pack that.
Okay,
Sometimes you gotta
okay.
make it look
I
good
like
till
that.
you get there.
I like
Okay.
that. Okay. I'm going to say I'm packing that too. There have been times where I've set my camera up just to get a cute, like, let me type on the computer.
Yeah.
It's on, sorry.
And ain't typing not a word.
Don't know how to type. Homegirl don't know how to
I
type.
obviously did this for the video. I'm not gonna just let this keep recording all day while I'm doing my work. I did this for the aesthetic, the put a filter on it. So yes, I'm sorry, I'm packing that. What you doing?
No.
We over here
Are we
explaining
talking about
again.
a personal life?
I'm
or
really
business?
authentic.
Okay.
I really do mermaid chair dances.
That's
All
real.
right, that's
That ain't
real.
Nobody's aesthetic.
Right.
What you doing? You packing or passing?
I'm
y'all too.
going to probably pack it. I'm going to pack
You're
it.
gonna
I'll
pack it?
probably,
Okay.
because I mean, that's what we do.
We all pack
Yeah.
it.
All right, oversharing online.
Let me start. I'm going to pack it because I can't help it. I try not to. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm
Which
very
one?
oversharing online.
Oh, you
I'm gonna
just
just
throw it
say
out.
I
Okay.
can't say it. I'm gonna say pack, not because I want to, but because I accidentally do it sometimes.
I think you do it in a good way though.
Okay.
You
I'm
overshare.
intentional,
You
but-
overshare. Yeah, you don't
Okay.
be like,
I don't
my,
be
my
crazy.
pinky toe is bleeding tonight. Y'all. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's
Right.
just
It is.
sticking everything.
I am thoughtful about it.
Okay, what about you, Jess?
Yeah, no, I'm a pass that. I don't like to. I'm so scared to overshare. And
Yeah.
even my video I posted the other day, I sent it to my dad, and the caption was like, "Do you think this is okay? Is it too much?" I sent it to my mom. I was like, "Look at this video first. Do you think I'm doing too much?"
Yes.
I'm so scared of oversharing
Yeah.
online. I absolutely am.
Yeah.
So,
That is
yeah.
You guys would be surprised, but like even me sharing my little.
You are so scared.
Yeah, I know. Even me sharing my little lion dance video, I recorded that like a day like before I even posted it because I was like, should I share it?
Do it all the time.
Do I need to do this?
You
Like,
do, always.
and Lucas be posting me in the parking lot singing. I'm like, wait,
Looking crazy.
Whoa, nobody didn't see that.
Right.
So I try not to overshare, but I'm starting to
Learn
overshare, but not like personal things. I don't
Yeah.
want to like be all like but I want to just overshare the good parts and stuff. So
That's
go ahead.
good. Yep, that's it. I think I said Pat.
All right, we are all in committed relationships. I think.
This is gonna be sabotage though. If somebody says sneaky links and they be
I
like,
don't know if you're like, I don't
it
know.
ain't gonna
No,
be-
I don't have no ring.
she ain't got a ring on that
I don't
finger.
have
She
no
said,
ring.
so if somebody says, wait, they gonna pack their sneaky link, it
Are
ain't gonna be
you having
sneaky no
this-
more.
Are you doing this thing? Comment, people in the comments, because I don't know about this.
I'm
for
so
us.
confused, and this is a generational thing. Like even the term is like such
it is.
a like I don't even know what it
generational.
is.
That's
Like
that's
in a
what that
sense,
was for.
like
It was for to hit.
I know ain't
everybody.
nobody gonna tell the truth. They gonna be in the comments like,
Why
yeah, I'm
not?
packing my
No,
sneaky.
there are some
Why not? Because it ain't
people-
sneaky.
There are people out here that are okay with having a sneaky link. They are
They absolutely
okay
are.
with it.
Oh, you're saying like they're single, but they don't. People don't know about their
Yes.
person.
Yes.
You're not saying they're in a
Yeah, they
relationship.
really
Or they
and-
might be.
well, then they ain't gonna say it.
Well, okay, they're
Okay,
not.
but anyway.
But sneaky
She
link
said
as
okay,
far
they're
as yes, like being
They just have
single,
they have a relationship that people don't know about.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think,
But they're single,
I like
probably.
that about single people.
Okay.
Like, they don't gotta talk about who they're with or my dating
When
life.
I was single, I was never talking about who I was dating.
Right.
You had so
Not
all your
until
links
I
were
knew-
sneaky.
No, I mean because
She said all my links were sneaky.
I mean because I'm single.
Right.
So I'm talking to you. I'm talking
Ooh,
to you,
play up.
and I'm talking. No, it's not
No,
like that.
no. It
I-
wasn't easy, was it?
No, I will tell you.
'Cause I
this.
heard it's not
'Cause
easy.
It's not.
Okay.
Let me
If
tell
it
you,
ain't
because I
easy,
can't
that's
hardly
what-
text my mom and I be like
Period.
getting it confused. Like, oh, I meant to
That's
say
how my
this.
son is.
I don't know how.
My son is like, I cannot keep up.
So
I
can we
cannot
all
live
agree
like
we
this.
pass
with that.
sneaky
It's
links?
like a lot of work.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
pass.
We passing that.
Pass,
Ain't nobody
pass.
getting no sneaky
This is
link.
great. So what do we got? Scumba, and we got to roll.
Yes, so
We've been great.
This was Pack It or Pass It. This was another episode of Lucas Live News. We had so much
So
fun.
much fun.
with
Jessica,
you guys.
amazing guest.
Amazing conversation. We would definitely gotta
Future
have you
guest
back.
co-host. I
Absolutely,
mean,
for
she's going to just have
having
to come
me.
hang out with us and
Absolutely.
do this
So
again.
this is our Scumba and Beyond segment. We are getting ready to hear from Ashley Gantz and the MBAC program. So let's hear about that, and we'll see you right back as we wrap things up.
Hi, I'm Ashley Gantz from the Stark County Minority Business Association. Today, I want to highlight the valuable services we offer through our Minority Business Assistance Center, or MBAC. At MBAC, our mission is to support minority, women, and veteran-owned businesses with essential resources to help you succeed. We offer expert guidance on procurement processes to help you secure government and private contracts and assist with your certifications that give your businesses a competitive edge. One of our most exciting offerings is access to financial options, including state loan programs with interest rates as low as 0%. Whether you're looking to expand, invest in new equipment, or improve cash flow, we'll connect you with the resources that fit your needs. Ready to take your business to the next level? Visit starkminoritybusiness.org/MBAC to learn more about how our services can help you grow. Let's pave the way to your success.
Awesome. That is one of our sponsors here at Lucas Live News, Lucas Live Media, Stark County Minority Business Association. You guys just heard from another one of our sponsors, Jessica Danielle Nails. We also have Miss Lily down here with the Lily Pad. And then we got our guy, Brian Flowers, with Legacy Dumpsters, Canton Junk Cars. Listen, we recently broke up. Legacy Dumpsters is no longer with us.
What you mean?
But that is because they're doing great things.
They're doing great things.
Because they were a client of ours with Footage Fusion, but his business is going so crazy. He's learned actually how to create his own content.
Yes, he's
so we're not breaking up like it's over, but we are breaking up in a good way.
And we're supporting him in his content because, like Jessica, some people learn and have the discipline to do their own, and we're not going to force people like we got to do it for you. But sometime one day he's going to be too busy because his business is growing too fast, and he'll come back and we're doing it.
Welcome back.
We are. He'll say do the post for me because we also offer social media management. But he said, hey, let me keep riding with y'all. I'll just switch over and be a sponsor. So he's a sponsor here with us, and we love his business, and we shout him out and support everything he's doing.
Awesome.
We're
shout
riding
out
together.
to Sarda and shout out to Mentor Stark. These are all great sponsors. If you guys want to become a sponsor, we do have sponsorship packages available for you. We have news show sponsors. We have traveling community sponsors, which those are reels that your logo can show up on. We also have some segment sponsors. So our community spotlight, our sports segment, you could have the opportunity to sponsor those as well. We also have show ads and event promotion sponsors. So if you have an event coming up like the Classic Man or a cheer camp or a summer camp that you just want us to just promote one time, we have those available as well. So what you can do is you can contact us at Danielle at Lucas Live Media. I will be in contact with you. And we can talk about some of those sponsorship package opportunities. But you guys, this is another episode of Lucas Live News. I had a great time. We are 16 minutes over time. That's because we had so much fun. So much fun. A great
amazing
conversation.
guest. Wow. We're not even going to be able to call her a guest anymore. We're going to just have to just bring her. When she come back, we'll be like, y'all see Jessica. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what it is. She's here.
The questions going to be coming in.
Yes. Like Jessica's back. All right.
Is this really jail?
I know, right? This is jail or not?
I think you're just, you're way more than, a nail tech. And I think that sometimes we find our purpose through our passions. You're able to, do nails, but also provide, kind of like this mentorship thing to, your clients. You're able to pour into them and encourage them. And I think that's what it's all about when you provide services like that. I do love going to get my hair done, and I get to have girl chat and girl time. It just feels good when I walk out. And when girls with their nails on, it feels good when they walk out. They're good for a new, another 2-3 weeks. They looking good. Vacation time, maybe, special occasions, weddings, things like that, birthdays. So I know that's always fun because you can enhance that, just that moment, that look for them. So shout out to you. Shout out to North Canton. What's it called again?
It's
I'm sorry.
North Canton Nail Lounge.
North Canton Nail Lounge coming
by
soon.
Jessica Danielle.
As soon as China gets,
we're gonna
soon as we
trust
get
the
these,
process.
as soon as we get
Yeah,
these tariffs
we're gonna
lifted or
trust the
something,
process. You
these
guys
tariffs
still,
together.
look out for that. It is coming soon. Give her some grace.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with her.
But the nail bar is still there. It ain't
Nail
too
bar
far
is
from
still
North Canton. It's
happening,
right
yes.
there.
I mean, I think I appreciate you sharing that because
Yeah.
it gives a glimpse on how it impacts our community.
Yeah, people don't know there's
Yeah,
realities
they don't.
to it.
Yeah, they're just
Right.
saying, "Oh, tariffs." Well, no, I mean, like it's really holding up someone.
Yeah.
It costs the business.
Yeah.
owner.
And
Yeah.
also, as a business owner, things are going to happen. So you being so transparent and resilient at what's happening is like this stuff just happens. So don't let it discourage you because stuff is going to happen. This is just one thing that is affecting a lot of people.
Yeah.
But this is
Those
the
that
first
push
time.
through are going to win.
Yeah,
Those
this
that
is the first time
persevere, yeah.
that small business owners or even larger business owners
Yeah.
have faced some sort of adversity
Yep.
like this. So it ain't gonna be the first and it ain't gonna be the last.
Absolutely.
You just gotta get that train your brain, develop a strong mindset so you can face those things
Yeah.
Yep.
and not become discouraged by those
Yes.
things. So Lucas Live News, I hope you guys had a great morning.
Hit
with
those
us.
hearts if you enjoyed
Hit those hearts.
today.
There's a lot of fun things happening this weekend. Make sure you guys go out and be a part of those. We are going to be at Dave & Buster's tonight from 6 to 8. So come out, have some fun with us. Make sure you get your power card on the QR code and not at the kiosk. That helps us. So see you guys tonight. Classic Man on Sunday. Baseball game tonight. Hope it doesn't get rained out.
Yes, we'll have one of our crew members will be at the M Bar for the throwback party.
Oh,
Shout out to
yeah.
DJ KOB.
Yeah.
We'll be there covering that. We'll be at Child and Adolescent 50th anniversary tonight as well. Shout out to Child and Adolescent for serving this community for the last 50 years and much more.
All right. We'll see you guys next week on Lucas Live News.
Take care, everybody.